or I set it up just perfectly. You're live.
Oh dear, I have a little calic back there.
How embarrassing. All right, we are starting any second now. Cat is looking at me like, can I come in now? He's like, all right. I need to send out this. That's done. I need this. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 789, the Cosmog Podcast. The Go Nintendo Podcast is a part of the Greenlit Podcast Network at greenlitpodcast.com. Mom Brain, will you please tell us about Cosmog?
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Thanks, Barry. Oh, yeah, you're going to need the microphone for that.
Let me get into this real hardcore here. You guys seeing this?
Not, man, again, you got to put your face on the microphone.
Okay. My face is actually on the microphone.
Oh, that's too loud.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't win here.
Can you tell us about Cosmog,
Sure.
please?
Even though it is helpless. Nope. Let me start that over again. Even though its helpless, gaseous body can be blown away by the slightest breeze, it doesn't seem to care.
That sounds like
great.
someone I know.
They're not even a foot tall. They don't even weigh half a pound. Their gender is unknown. The category is nebula, and the ability is unaware. There are a lot of people who have that ability.
This is your Pokemon.
What?
Thanks, Mom Brain.
That's my ability. Unaware. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mom Brain here. Thanks for joining us, Mom Brain.
Oh, I'd love to be able to say the pleasure was all mine. I'm just kidding.
We don't have Nikki Hill, as we said. He is
The pleasure is all mine there.
He is working today. But we have a replacement, someone that longtime podcast listeners might remember. It's Nintendo. Thanks for joining us, Nintendo.
Hello.
Oh my God. See, perfect on cue. Nothing like Nikki Hill. Somebody sent me a huge email about Nikki Hill saying that giving reasons why we need to cut him slack. And I said, I will share this when Nikki Hill returns. But for this week, we got Nintendo. Here comes the cat. Oh, he ran away. Thanks for joining us, Nintendo.
You betcha.
Let me say. Hello, Freddie Fro and Dre Gamer and Nintendo and Kirby and Joe is Cool and Nico Darunia, Anastasia Beaverhausen, Giant Reggie, Highland Tom. Did I say Malakalo? Guy Bones and Freddie Fro and Tanuki Tony and everybody else I didn't see in there. When I see your name pop up, I'll make sure I say hello. But thanks for joining us. What is this name? Stephen. I'm gonna say that's Stephen Toth. You're in the Discord, Mom Brain?
I am.
All right, thanks for your input there. All right, Mom Brain, can you hit me with that?
Excuse me, but first, Tanuki Tony says we're all Nintendo-hos here, but there's only one Nintendo.
The original. Can you
that's so nice.
Can you hit me with that jingle, please?
This one?
Chiltendo. You're listening to Snow Point City, a song off the album Chiltendo, produced by Jacoby. Chiltendo is a 12-track tribute to the music of Nintendo's video games. Chiltendo includes remixes from Animal Crossing, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Galaxy, Pokemon, Chrono Trigger, and more. If you want to listen to Chiltendo, which is free to stream, you can click the link at the top of the site. Once again, we don't get any money for you clicking the link. It's just a handy link for you to stream the album. So thanks to Game Chops for the sponsorship. Oh, thank you. All right. Well, I guess, Mom Brain, as you were saying, it is time to introduce Nintendo. Nintendo, I have no idea if you know this. I'm guessing you haven't listened to the podcast in roughly 10 years. We have...
Oh, burn.
we have a sidekick with us. It's Josh Grobot. Josh, is there anything you want to say?
I am the world's best singer.
Josh Grobot is our
Wow.
robot sidekick who claims he is the world's best singer, and he's a little
A big hello to my fans.
he's a little spicy.
He's a lot spicy,
But
actually.
hopefully you two get along. I thought I was friends with him, but we don't get along too well, I guess.
Sure, whatever.
We might compete with each other for who is the best singer. So
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is perfect. Josh Grobot, Nintendo's husband, is celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Can you give us your world famous rendition of Happy Birthday? Watch it. He's clearing it. He's clearing. Here we go. He really put some stank on the last note every time.
oh, the end was amazing.
It's the Grobot signature.
Smash that subscribe button.
Thank you, Josh. Well, you two have been introduced. I hope you get along. All right.
We'll just have to wait and
We
see.
will, Josh. You're right. All right. We have some things. Hello, Doob Eternal. We have some things that we have some topics to discuss before we get into
Are
our
you
regular
okay over
news. Yes. First topic, very important, brought to my attention by Timothy Honeycutt. He pointed me to a tweet from Humanstein on Twitter, and it asks a very important question. Which Ninja Turtle do you think is the gentlest lover? Now, I think we can eliminate Raphael right away.
Yes, immediately.
He would be the harshest lover, but the most selfish lover as well.
Lover.
You lover. Now, I think Donatello would be a gentle lover, without a doubt. I do. Leonardo, I think, has the capacity to be a gentle lover. But I might go with Michelangelo. I know
immediately thought Michelangelo.
I know he's a party dude.
He's a party dude, but
he's such a sweetheart too.
Yeah, and he's fun. Like he's up for all kinds of stuff.
Are you saying Donatello? We're looking for gentlest lover. We're not looking for funnest lover.
I feel that Donatello would really try to understand your body.
Yeah,
He wants to figure it out, and he wants to, do it right.
This is beautiful. I feel like, if there was going to be an argument between which turtle it is, I would give it to Michelangelo or Donatello. I feel like we can take out Leonardo.
I mean, I guess if we're talking gentlest, I don't know.
I'm going to say Donatello. I was originally saying Michelangelo, but I'm going to say Donatello because he works with machines. So there's a lot of and computers, lots of little.
Are you trying to tell everyone something?
There's lots of little hand movements and fine movements. I just feel like
Robot Face says Leonardo won't leave till the job's done.
And
Kirby says Michelangelo is a bondage dude.
I don't think that's how the song goes.
Hold on, please, because I'm an adult who doesn't know technology things. I am in Discord, but I am not seeing any of the talking.
You have to click over to the podcast channel.
Along the
on
left
the left-hand side, there will be an option that says podcast. Click that, and you will join in the chat. Do you see it?
I don't see it. I see something that says GoNintendo.
A little more to the right than that. It says,
I see it.
Yeah.
Hooray! Thank you, everyone.
Now you're in on the chat.
Okay, wonderful.
Hi, Sports Guy. Sports Guy says all 4 are on the Nickelodeon Kart Racers game with the sequel coming out in a few weeks. Okay. Well, they're all capable kart racers, I'm sure. But we need to know which one is the gentlest lover. So, wait.
Anastasia Beaverhausen says, I think the most generous lover would definitely be Turtle 5, Beefaroni.
So, Mom Brain, you're saying Michelangelo or Donatello?
I'm going to go with Michelangelo.
All right. Nintendo, what are you saying?
Donatello all the way. He'll navigate my body like a map.
Hi, Roth. I'm going with Donatello, too. So we're 2 Donatello and 1 Michelangelo. But I see the argument for Michelangelo.
All the more for me.
But we're all in agreement. 100% not Raphael.
100%.
And roughly 100% not Leonardo.
Who's the one on the front porch down the street?
Leonardo.
Leonardo's probably an F-boy, I think.
No, Raphael.
Raphael.
If there's an F-boy, no, you can't. You can say bitch and below. How about that?
Oh. Interesting.
Ass.
Below.
We're related.
Below
We're
bitch.
related, so I'm sure you can figure out what's below, what's not as bad as bitch.
Bumpy?
Well, Bombi's fine. That's a family
That's
word.
it. Pull the plug. We can't have people hearing that kind of language.
All right. Well, there's your answer. Thank you, Timothy Honeycutt. The answer is Donatello 2, but we also accept Leonardo or Michelangelo 1. The other ones, no, forget about it. Moving on. I'm going to talk about my Xbox pre-order situation since I talked about the PlayStation 1 last week. Just to be fair, as I said, last week we were going for PlayStation 5 pre-orders, and it was absolute madness because Sony said they would give people ample notice as to when pre-orders would go live, and that turned out to be as far from true as possible. The cat's going to walk in. Let him walk in a little bit, and we'll see what he does.
Okay.
So yeah, they just didn't give anybody any notice, and then they told people they would go live the next day, but they actually went live that same day. So it was just a mess. And then everybody trying to get their pre-orders just made it that much worse. So Microsoft for weeks now has been telling people when pre-orders were going to go live, and they went live on the day they said they would. They told people when pre-orders would go live as far as time on that day. But they, I think Target went live at 11 a.m., which is when they were supposed to. And then other retailers were after that, within the hour, but after that. But obviously, you have all these customers trying to go online and pre-order these platform or the Xbox Series X or the Xbox Series S. So websites were having trouble. They were struggling. You saw that you had an Xbox Series X or S in your cart, and then you tried to buy it and it wouldn't work, blah, 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 blah. But I know people were like, I saw a whole bunch of articles that were like, Microsoft's pre-order debacle was just as bad as Sony and all that stuff. And I really don't think that's fair, because at least Microsoft gave ample time for people to know when pre-orders were going live. I can't believe the cat is sitting on my back like a parrot right now. They let people know. Yes, when they went live, it was crazy, but at least you knew when to expect the craziness. It sucked trying to get one. Retailers sold out quickly. I understand it was frustrating, but I really think you have to give Xbox or Microsoft a little nod for letting people know when they were going to go live. So I managed to get one through Amazon. That's all thanks to Wario64 on Twitter, because he is oh my God, he is the king of all that retail stuff. He's amazing at letting people know when things go live and the links for everything. He does such a good job. So I snagged one because of him. But yeah, it was rough. And I don't know that there's going to be any more pre-orders online for the Xbox Series S or X before it comes out. And it seems like PlayStation might be done as well. So if you're looking to get one of those systems, you're going to have to do the old midnight lineup before the store opens the next day. So retailers like Best Buy and Target and Walmart and all of them will have units on launch day. I don't know how many. Obviously, all their pre-orders are going to get filled first, and then they'll have whatever's left over. But there will be some. So if you didn't get one, don't feel bad. You can still, if you really want one launch day, as long as you're willing to, go out there and do the legwork, you should be able to track one down. Just get ready to camp out overnight. I mean, I've done that for plenty of systems. I did that for the PS2. I did that for I might have done that for the 360 as well.
We camped out for the Wii.
We did camp out for the Wii, but that was for fun. Like, we had ours. Well, Nintendo had sent me one, and everybody else had already pre-ordered theirs.
Nintendo had sent me mine, so I didn't need to be standing on the street with the
It
plebes.
wasn't very fun. It was very cold.
It was
I
cold.
Very tired.
I mean, it was cold, yes, and it was a long night, but it's a memory. We made a memory.
Many memories. Did we? Wait, Nintendo, did we duck into a bar with Kirby? I feel like
that sounds vaguely familiar.
I feel like I recall ducking into a bar and trying to warm up.
I remember that. I left the line for a little while and went to my friend's apartment and then came back because I couldn't take it anymore.
There was a McDonald's situation, I feel like, for a bathroom.
Let me interrupt real quick. I am not my own, says first time watching and listening live. Hi, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. Get ready to be disappointed. Hello, Rakia. Hello, Blunners. I mean, I remember it being fun just because I'm a Nintendo nerd and it was exciting. But the fact of being outside in the cold and being up all night wasn't exactly fun. But
I remember what I wore. I had a Mega Man T-shirt on, a nice studded belt from the time when those were.
I
popular.
believe Hot Topic or Limited 2.
Oh yes, Limited
Claire's.
does not have stud
Claire's.
belts. It was definitely Hot Topic. It had pink studs. It was amazing.
I seem to remember like a fuzzy vest
I don't know. This is starting
that
to
I
sound
had on, or that you had on.
that you had on. I feel like it was. I have this like thing, this memory around like a fuzzy vest that like Dawn gave you.
Yes, I don't know if I wore it then. But
Maybe there was discussion of it being warm.
For sure. And then we got on the news, or Kevin did, and we stood in the background.
Who did? I'm sorry. Who did?
Romy Cowboy. Oh wow, I haven't done this in a while.
It never mattered to begin with, but it really doesn't matter now.
I really just like broke the magic. That was terrible.
It's like saying a wrestler's real name. You just ruined it. Yes, it was a long, cold, tiring night, but it made a memory. What the hell was I saying? I wanted to say something. Whatever. That's how Xbox pre-orders went. So I give Xbox the nod over PlayStation here because I think their messaging was much better, even if getting a pre-order was still a nightmare.
That was a really great story.
Thank you, Josh. That's very unlike you to say that. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Very cool.
Thanks. Very cool. All right, Mom Brain. We got one more story here before we get into news, and I'm turning it over to you.
All right. So let's just catch Nintendo up a little bit. A few podcasts ago.
Catch everybody up.
Well, that's true. A few podcasts ago, I think we received a question. We received a question or a comment from a listener.
It was a question.
Who said that they really liked listening to us while they were doing their grocery shopping. So I decided that it would be really funny if we were like, all right, if you're listening right now while you're grocery shopping, stop and put your arm out and you have to buy whatever it is that your arm lands on. And it turned out that they were shopping at Trader Joe's. So, highly likelihood of a delicious item. And they, in fact, had fate had chosen for them Mango JoJo's. The Mango JoJo's turned out to be apparently disgusting. And that person's wife said, you can't take advice from, quote, that podcast lady anymore. So I feel terrible that the money was wasted, the food was wasted on bad Mango JoJo's. So a couple weeks running, we tried to get into Trader Joe's, but of course, huge line out the door. I don't have the patience to get in there. So last weekend, I really committed. I stood in line, I waited outside, and I went in, and wouldn't you know, of course, Mango JoJo's are out of season, I guess.
I swear to God, we started talking about this last week, and I got so frustrated with the idea of cookies being in or out of season because I think it's the dumbest thing, and now we were screwed over because of it. I guess, Mango JoJo's are out of season. So
that's a summertime snack.
Don't you tell me you side with this seasonal cookie thing. It drives me nuts.
Well, what about pumpkin stuff? You want pumpkin stuff all year round?
I mean, you can have pumpkin stuff all year round. That's fine. But nobody's like, oh, boy, it's mango season. Nobody says that.
People at Trader Joe's, apparently.
So, yes, Mom Brain had to go with pumpkin JoJo's. It is the best we could do. And they have been sitting in the podcast room since we bought them. They were just unwrapped right now. And we are going to try pumpkin JoJo's. It's not, I feel like they're going to be good.
But
I wish I could have one.
Well, they're right here.
We'll mail you one. Sometimes pumpkin stuff is a little gross, though.
All right, take your cookie. It smells very pumpkin-y. I'll give it that. Now, I want to see, what I want to do is, this is how I'm going to do it.
It smells nice.
I'm going to eat the cookie without the cream first, and then I will combine the cream and the cookie.
I feel like it's a ginger snap, maybe. I mean, here.
No, it smells like a pumpkin pie to me.
When was the last time you ate pumpkin pie, by the way?
Hello, zebra sauce. I'm not going to chew into the microphone.
You're not going to pull a Mickey Hill? No.
Wait, raw meat. You've never had a pumpkin pie.
I have had pumpkin pie. I just don't like it.
What?
I don't like the texture.
What about pumpkin cookies?
Yeah, I love pumpkin cookies.
Doesn't
Like
somebody...
with the chocolate chips?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Isabel that had a recipe that you liked?
Steel Diver, yes. They are cookies with cream in the middle.
All right. I feel like I can make an
The cookie
assessment.
on its own is the cookie on its own is great.
The cookie on its own has a little bit of a ginger snap, maybe spice cookie feel to it. Not overly spicy, but a little. Pretty sweet though. I feel I could use a little more spice and a little less sweet.
The cream is very creamy.
Agreed.
Well, I can't speak about mango JoJo's, but I can speak about pumpkin JoJo's. They're good.
Yeah.
Scale 1 to 10, Monbray?
8.
You're right. They are very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That cream is really sweet. If you eat the cookie by itself, you get a whole different flavor.
I have a nice Americano to wash it down. I think that's a good thing.
8 is pretty high.
8 is pretty high. And I mean, it's a really good cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Man, maybe if they only waited a couple more weeks to go shopping, they would have looked over and saw these and been very happy with them.
I really wish to apologize. I actually was hoping these would be disgusting so I could feel that I really like absolved myself.
Kylie and Tom says this could be a monthly segment. It could. We could have monthly. Well, now that I know cookies are seasonal, which again is the dumbest thing ever, we could get different cookies all the time. Yeah, mango or pumpkin JoJo's. I'll
For the record,
I'll
a
go with an 8 as
JoJo
well.
is like a superior, in my opinion, Oreo. They're superior to plain Oreo, to regular Oreos, but it's Trader Joe's version
Oh,
of an Oreo.
Mr. Nintendo would really disagree with that assessment.
Oh, really?
He's a Oreo purist.
I feel like I liked Oreos more when I was a kid than I like them now. So maybe the regular JoJo's are like less sweet or more. I don't know, but I really like a JoJo.
He recently got, like the most stuffed Oreo you can get.
Yeah.
Quadruple stuffed. And then put 5 Oreo creams of the quadruple stuffed together in between two. And then he went to sugar coma.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the way to do it, though. Like I agree with him on the stuffing. I like a good stuffing.
Who is an Oreo purist?
Mr. Nintendo.
Oh, of course. What about the whatever you call them, blonde ones?
Oh, like the
No.
vanilla?
None.
Just-
No other options.
He needs the original. The only thing he'll vary on is the stuffing amount.
Oh, so double stuffed is okay.
Oh, yes, for sure.
But does he eat the double stuffed and he's like, oh, this might be too much?
No. Were you just listening to what I said?
I wasn't at the table. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Never mind. It's my fault. I don't want to be like a Nikki Hill. All right. Well, there you go. There's your cookie taste test.
Is that what I sound like?
We still owe them a Mango JoJo taste test. Maybe we have to go online. Maybe Amazon's got a box or something.
Yeah, for $30.
Thank you. I am not my own. I appreciate it. I've had this shirt since this Mario Striker shirt since the game launched. It was something that they gave out with the press copies. All right. That's our fun topics before we get to the news topics. My brain, can you hit me with that news jingle, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, Mom Brain. I just now realized that
Guy Bones would like to motion to call Mr. Nintendo by the name of Nintendo Gigolo.
if anyone's going to be the gigolo in that relationship, it would be Nintendo, I would imagine.
Yes, and he has taken my name, thank you.
I'm an idiot, and I didn't get the top stories. What's today's date?
26th, I think.
Okay.
Did you know you can win money just for playing Tetris? $5,000 is on the line tonight in Tetris Prime Time.
Thanks, Josh. Have you won anything yet?
Why would you say that?
Because you're a hardcore gamer. I figured you might have won something by now.
You're a sweaty.
Oh, well, thanks, Josh. All right. Very quickly, Mario Kart Tour is coming up on its 1 year anniversary, and we are going to get the 1 year anniversary tour for the game. Nintendo hasn't revealed what is going to be in that tour yet. They just said it's first anniversary related. They will share a trailer in the near future. All right. We got the UK software sales for the... Oh, boy, this is going to be great because Nintendo's got no idea. It's my favorite game to play. We got the UK software sales for the week ending September 19th, 2020. All right, Nintendo, this is how it goes. We do a top 10, we'll say, of games, the top 10 best-selling games for whatever region. We're talking about the UK right now. Obviously, this is Nintendo related, so there's some Nintendo titles in here. And what we usually do is have everybody guess what games are in the top 10. So let's see how up to date on Nintendo you are. Can you guess any game for the Switch that is in the UK software sales top 10?
Oh boy.
Don't feel bad. Mom Brain always gets it wrong, and she's here every week.
How about like Mario Kart Deluxe?
Well, that is the wrong name, but that is a game in the top 10. So you're...
Oh, what's the name? I was close. Right?
The name is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, come on. What is this, Jeopardy?
You were very close. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number 5. Mom Brain, would you like to respond with your own guess?
All right. What was the exact criteria again?
UK top 10. Not Nintendo specific. It's just top 10 software overall.
UK. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, very good, is number 3. Nintendo, do you...
How did I not say Animal Crossing?
I don't know. Now I was going to say, do you want to try another guess? Because now you're probably screwed. Remember, it's not just Switch titles. It's all of video games. So maybe you could pull another one.
So can I guess a not Nintendo?
Yeah, you can guess that. Yeah, we're doing all top 10.
Okay. What about whatever Call of Duty is out?
Oh, that is such a good guess. But the new Call of Duty is not out yet. It comes out in November. It would definitely be in the top 10, though. That was good. That was good. Mom Brain, do you have one more guess?
Minecraft.
Minecraft is number 7. Yes. All right. So now we'll go through what the top 10 are. Number 1, which Mom Brain, you didn't guess, and I'm surprised. Nintendo has an excuse. Super Mario 3D All-Stars was number 1, which just came out.
Why do I get a... How come I'm supposed to know?
Because you're here every week, and it's the biggest Nintendo release.
Well, I mean, but it's hard for me to keep track of all that business.
This is what I was talking about.
Look, I'm in
Nintendo.
the Discord.
You're in the Discord once a week.
Yeah, that's approximately how often I pay attention to GoNintendo.
Number 1 is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Nintendo, do you know anything about that game?
No, I do not.
Super Mario 3D All-Stars is celebrating the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers. It includes 3 3D Mario classic games. So it includes...
I do know about this. I didn't know that that's what it was called. But yes. Okay.
Okay, can you tell me what games are in it then?
Yes. Mario 64.
That's correct.
Super Mario 64. Super Mario Galaxy.
That is correct.
And Sunshine.
Oh my God! We got a winner. Hit me with that.
Was a really great story.
Hit me with that thingy. There we go.
Wow, a little anticlimactic, but
that's how we roll. Yes, those are the 3 games in the collection. Little tidbit about Nintendo: she hates Super Mario Galaxy, widely regarded as the best Mario game.
Who's widely regarding it as the best Mario game?
It is very, very highly regarded. It is the highest reviewed Mario game next to Super Mario Galaxy 2. So
it makes me want to vomit.
I cannot believe you do not like that game. It's crazy.
64 is the best all the way.
Wait, what one did you say is the best?
64.
Did you play Odyssey? On
maybe.
Switch.
Let me look. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I like Odyssey, yes.
All right. Number 2 is Marvel's Avengers, then Animal Crossing New Horizons, followed by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then coming in at number 6, something near and dear to our hearts, WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Number 7 is Minecraft. Number 8 is Minecraft Dungeons. Number 9 is a soccer game, or as they call it over there, football. And
What?
number 10 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Why are we talking specifically about the UK sales? Sure, Mario was number 1, but what's the big deal? Well, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is the 5th biggest UK Switch game launch of all time, coming in behind Pokemon Sword and Shield, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Smash Brothers, and Super Mario Odyssey. Mario Kart Wii, Smash Brothers Ultimate, and Super Mario Odyssey are the only physical Mario launches in the UK bigger than Super Mario 3D All-Stars. So Super Mario 3D All-Stars is literally just a collection of 3 old Mario games, and it has done amazingly well.
I wish that was on the box. A collection of 3 old Mario games.
Just a collection of 3 old Mario games. So yeah, it's really impressive to see that it managed to do that well. Not saying that it's not deserved. Hello, Mecha Troy. Nintendo, I have to bounce back and forth between the news and the Discord. Are you getting flack for how you pronounce Mario?
No, I wouldn't say flack. There's just some conversation about it.
I for many years, for most of my life, I said Mario, and I consciously made an effort a couple of years ago to switch to Mario, and now Mario sounds really weird.
Boo! I'll say Mario till I die. Mario, but also Wario. It's just a thing.
Wario.
Wario.
All right, moving on. The biggest news of the week, probably, that affects all of video games. Microsoft.
This will affect all of video games.
Microsoft has purchased Bethesda from ZeniMax. So Bethesda is involved with games like the Elder Scrolls series, Skyrim, Doom, Wolfenstein, Fallout, and other games. So it is a major game developer / publisher, but now Microsoft owns them. Now, Microsoft has said that they will determine where the games from Bethesda go from here on out. You're getting a call here, Mubry. Why? Nikki Hill is calling. We can't add
Tell
him.
him he's been replaced.
We can't add him. His phone won't allow it. It doesn't work. It'll kick one of them off. Nikki Hill, I guess you're listening. I'm sorry we can't add you. You can text me. If you text my phone, Nikki Hill, I can read what you're trying to say. So yeah, this Microsoft has said that future games from Bethesda will be determined on a case-by-case basis as far as where they go. So it's not 100% out of the question that future Bethesda games can release on Switch. Obviously, we've seen a good amount of Bethesda games on Switch so far.
It's pronounced Bethesda.
In Doom Eternal is coming up. Wolfenstein Youngbloods came to Switch. Skyrim came to Switch. Fallout Shelter is on Switch. So it definitely impacts Nintendo and Switch, but there is a chance we could see some Bethesda games in the future. Now, I would imagine what Microsoft will do is keep those games exclusive for 6 months to a year and then bring them to other platforms. But there will be some games that will not appear on Switch because Microsoft snatched them up. Obviously, Nintendo and Microsoft have a very good relationship right now. But yeah, this is a big deal. They bought them for $7.5 billion. That's more than Disney spent on Star Wars and Disney spent on Marvel. It might be more than both of them combined. Maybe it's just short of that, but that shows you how much money Bethesda makes with their games. Fulgor Astral says, there was an argument in the comments about why I would post something like this. And I didn't understand it at all because Bethesda puts out games on Switch. I don't get it. Guybone says, holy ravioli. Most of the Bethesda games take their time releasing on Nintendo hardware, so I see this as more of a jab against Sony, but certainly a major splash for the game industry as a whole. Yeah, it is absolutely massive news. Here we go. In the complete opposite direction of serious news is this story. I don't know if you know this, but there are some fan games for Nintendo characters out there, and Nintendo isn't very keen on them. They don't like when people make...
Like, are we talking Rule 34 stuff?
Did I say anything like that?
I don't know.
Where is your brain?
I'm just wondering.
I'm just talking about fan games in general right now. Nintendo doesn't...
Hey, real quick, before we
boy.
move on, what do you call those things that are like secondary to a system? It's not the game, but it's the other things.
I don't know what this means. Hardware?
Peripherals?
Peripherals.
Yeah, he says peripheral.
Peripheral?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Spell
Yep.
that.
How do you want me to say it?
Peripheral.
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 Peripheral. Really? That's how you're saying it? Peripheral?
Peripheral.
It's a peripheral.
Peripheral.
On the periphery. You don't say on the periphery.
All right. I'm going to ask right now. Is that how you want me to say it from now on? Peripheral.
I mean, that's how it's said. I don't care
Debatable.
how you say it. I'm just
Debatable.
telling you that's how it's said.
Debatable.
It is
Peripheral.
not debatable.
Debatable. Peripheral.
Are you going to start saying remember?
I'll go with-
Oh, that's it. We're putting you out to pasture.
I'll go with peripheral from now on, which sounds wrong, but you two are smart women. I'll take your advice. I'll go with what you say, peripheral. Anyway, Nintendo doesn't like fan games because they don't want their characters diluted by, whatever people are doing, especially if they're trying to make money off of it.
It's
Blah, blah,
pronounced
blah, blah,
diluted.
blah. But Mom Brain, you are correct. This is actually a, let's say, lewd
I am always correct.
Nintendo game. Someone made a pornography-related Princess Peach game.
Pornography.
Oh boy! And it has existed for 8 years now. But after 8 long years, Nintendo was like, "Nope, this game is not
After
allowed."
8 juicy, girthy years.
So
Juicy like a peach.
Nintendo has swooped in and shut the game down. If you try and go to the game's website now, you get a DMCA notice with Nintendo, with the site saying Nintendo shut them down. So that game is now dead in the water. Why did it take 8 years for Nintendo to go after this? Maybe it wasn't on Nintendo's radar for that whole time, although I doubt it. But recently, I believe the creator of the game opened a Patreon for funding, which means they were making money off of the game, and that pushed Nintendo's legal team to swoop in and shut it down. So I'm sure you can still find the game out there somewhere, but Nintendo does not want it out there, not surprisingly. Tupin says, wonder why just Peach and not the other stuff, which surely exists in enormous quantities. Yeah, I really think that's what it is. It's a case of the guy was trying to make money off of it, or was making money off of it, and they swooped in to stop that. Doob Eternal says, hypothetically speaking, what is the name of the game so that I can be sure to avoid it? Hello, Solid Master Link. I don't remember the name of the game, to tell you the truth. I can let me find it. Peach's Untold Tale is the name of the game. That's great.
That's a little uncomfortable.
But it's gone now. We have some updates on a number of different retailers who have updated their sites with mentions of a Switch Pro. There have been rumors of a Switch Pro for years now. Sources, big and small, have gotten in on the discussion, going all the way up to outlets like Bloomberg. But Nintendo still hasn't commented. We don't know anything official, but the rumors persist. And now a Polish retailer has updated their website. And when you search for Switch, it indicates on every single page, Switch/Switch Pro. Do they know something? Are they reacting to rumors? Is it a mistake? I honestly don't know, but it just adds a little more fuel to the fire for all this discussion. So the rumors are saying that if this Switch Pro is the real deal, we will hear about it next year. We've also heard that, with Monster Hunter Rise coming to Switch, Nintendo loves to pair their new hardware or their hardware revamps with Monster Hunter games, especially in recent memory. So it could, maybe they are tied together. I don't know. We'll find out. And did they announce? I don't think Nintendo announced a hardware bundle for Monster Hunter Rise in Japan. And there's definitely going to be a bundle. That's not something Nintendo's going to skip out on. So there, maybe there's something to that. I don't know. Yes, Mom Brain?
We had a request.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't understand. Steve Nintendo says, as much as I'd love a Switch Pro reveal, I'm reminded of the fact that GameStop Ireland advertised a Switch 2 on their website around last September when the newer Switch was coming out. So I'm going to temper my expectations. Again, just to play devil's advocate, we could say that perhaps Nintendo had intentions to announce a Switch Pro earlier in this year, but they didn't because of the pandemic. We know that Nintendo's schedule got shifted all sorts of different ways because of the pandemic, and we're still feeling the effects of that. So Maybe we were going to find out about the system earlier and we just didn't. I honestly don't know. But everything related to Switch Pro right now is just speculation. Moving on. A French consumer organization is looking to make another move and sue Nintendo over Joy-Con drift, because now they're saying Nintendo is doing Joy-Con drift on purpose. So people have Mom Brain herself has experienced Joy-Con drift.
I have.
I have not, because I treat my stuff right. No, I just haven't. I haven't had it. Well, that's not true. I have, because you did it to one of my Joy-Cons.
You just said it wasn't something people did. It was something that happened.
People, you though, you did it. You're so harsh on controllers.
I'm not harsh on anything.
So, obviously, it's a thing. Nintendo has said in certain regions that they will replace your Joy-Con for free, even if it's out of warranty. No questions asked. But
replace it for free, even if it's out of warranty.
So this organization in France is looking to go after Nintendo because of this, which they've already done through a class action lawsuit. But now they're taking it further because they're saying this is part of this happens in the Joy-Con because of planned obsolescence. So they're saying Nintendo is doing this to the Joy-Con on purpose in order to make people buy more Joy-Cons. Now, is Joy-Con drift a thing? Yes, I do think it is. Is it planned obsolescence? No,
Why
I don't.
Would you say that?
Well, Josh, I don't think that's the case. I don't think Nintendo would do that. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's the case. This organization also says that Joy-Con drift happens because the way the Joy-Con is constructed, it allows more dirt and debris to get into sensitive components than it should, causing the issue. And then they go on to say that it was done on purpose. Obviously, something that would argue against that point is the fact that Nintendo released updated Joy-Cons in 2019. And while those do still suffer from drift, it is in a much, much, much lower set of people than the original Joy-Con. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. It's an interesting story to follow. What are you laughing at over there, Mom?
Guy Bone says you used up all the glue on purpose.
Steve Nintendo says has the top-rated comment. They say, give me a minute to put on my lovely tinfoil hat here, and I'll tell you about the real reason of Joy-Con drift. We are all living in a massively advanced simulation, and Joy-Con drift is caused by glitches in that simulation. Why isn't anyone talking about this? Wake up, sheeple! That's the top-rated comment.
To wait and see.
That's right, Josh. People agree. Josh Grobot agrees, and we know he's a smart man.
I don't want to be here.
Josh, why? Why do you? Oh, he doesn't want to be in a simulation. I thought he was saying he doesn't want to be here with us.
Sure, whatever.
We told you he was a little spicy.
A big hello to my fans.
Josh, you do have a lot of fans despite being a little ornery all the time.
I mean, who needs Nikki Hill when you just have Josh Grobot?
Well, Nikki Hill and Josh Grobot do get into fights pretty often.
I was going to say, I imagine they hate each other.
Nikki, how do you feel about, or I'm sorry, Josh Grobot, how do you feel about Nikki Hill?
That's none of your business.
All right, then. All right, Mom Brain, can you hit us with those plugs? We'll be back in less than a minute.
Maybe,
is it happening again? How do you do
maybe a little more than that.
Hey, Benito. I've been reading the Bible lately, and nobody ever told me how many talking dogs and wizard battles were in this thing.
Well, Chris, you know what I always say. If you can understand Star Wars, you can understand the Bible.
Apocrypals, part of the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Do you love The Legend of Zelda? Here at Chat of the Wild, a game club podcast, we have been using our lens of truth to do deep dives on your favorite action-adventure series to find out what makes this franchise so amazing. Join us right now as we sail through the Wind Waker, or check out any of our past seasons. New episodes drop every Wednesday here on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Thank you, Mom Brain.
My pleasure.
We're going to skip that. This is
Not really... Lie, I'm sweating a little bit.
Jesus. I'm not sweating. We have the fan today. Are you going to give me another sweating soundbite, please? Kirby's favorite. Thanks, Mom Brain. Sometimes Mom Brain is spot on with the soundboard, and other times she's just...
Wow. What a hole.
That is not related.
It works for every situation.
I think so.
This is a really interesting story I had no idea about. So people have been digging through the versions of Mario games that are in Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and they found something really interesting in Super Mario Galaxy. In the original release of Super Mario Galaxy, there was a mushroom that you couldn't get. You couldn't even see it when you were playing. It wasn't meant to be seen by regular players, but it's hiding in the game. This mushroom makes Super Mario Galaxy work. If that mushroom is taken out of the game's code, the entire game crashes. The game will not work. And that same mushroom was in Super Mario Galaxy 2 because that game was based on the same engine. Well, in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars version of Super Mario Galaxy, the mushroom is gone. Nintendo has fixed the issue and removed the mushroom. While you can still see the asset for the mushroom, taking it out of the game does not make the game crash. So, while we aren't sure exactly why it's there, obviously Nintendo is doing something in development tied to the mushroom very early in the game's development, and then they moved away from that. And rather than scrapping everything, they just hid the mushroom where you couldn't find it and built the rest of the game. There was talk of a mushroom being playable in some way, shape, or form. And then Nintendo obviously moved away from that. But again, rather than starting fresh, they just hid the mushroom and kept building off of what they were doing. So that's a unique little tidbit that I didn't know.
Hey, I was ready.
There it is. Rift Silver says, so they fixed something that was broken in the original versions and wasn't accessible by normal means and didn't need to fix. And that makes it a never mind. We're stopping. It's an argument in the comments. You know, I always fall for it.
Why would you say that?
Because I fell for it, Josh. It happens to me all the time. Why would you say that?
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Josh, what have you been playing lately? Yep.
Did you know you can play Tetris for free on Tetris.com?
I did, Josh. You tell us
I don't
every
want
week.
to be here.
We're going to skip that because that actually happened. The Switch Online NES and Super Nintendo collections were updated this week. If you have the Switch Online NES collection, you can play Special Cybernetic Attack Team, also known as SCAT. Or if you have the Super Nintendo Switch Online collection, or the Switch Online Super Nintendo collection, you can now play The Peacekeepers, Mario Super P-Cross, and Nintendo. You have a Switch Online account. You can get these games for free. It's like Netflix, but for Nintendo games. Now available this week is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, the original Super Nintendo game, but now added with save states and a rewind feature. So if you screw up, you can actually rewind the game instead of having to do the whole level over again.
Well, I'll be doing that all day long.
So again, you have Switch Online. This is completely free. You go on the eShop and you type, Switch Online Super Nintendo, and it should come up. It's just an app. It checks if you have the Switch Online service, which you do, and then you have access to a whole catalog of Super Nintendo and NES games.
Wow! I apologize.
Incredible!
Oh boy, if we have, if you have discussed this previously,
I don't think I have.
The Nintendo World, the theme park, whatever it's gonna be called.
Super Nintendo World, yes.
Is it gonna have a Donkey Kong roller coaster that's the minecart?
One of them is, yeah. The Japanese one, I don't think the Japanese one has it. That has a Mario Kart ride and something else. I might be wrong, but yes, one of the parks will have the Donkey Kong ride, so the minecart ride. I think it's I don't know if it's gonna. Well, right now plans for the Florida version are on hold because of the pandemic, but Hollywood was already moving ahead, so the one in Hollywood is being built right now. So we'll see what they build over there. This Boy Will Break says Donkey Kong Country 2 is great, so I highly encourage anyone who has never played it to give it a shot. Oh, I've played it, and Nintendo has certainly played it as well. We got some breaking news here. Doob Eternal says, I heard they're adding Peach's Untold Tale to Super Mario World Park, and that's the real reason they shut down the project. Well, I mean, that's inside information. If that's what you heard, then that's what it is. All right. This next story, is my favorite of the week. And I don't even. Okay, we're just gonna get into it. So Nintendo,
My body is ready.
Nintendo has announced a whole bunch of plans for the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary. There's the collection of games. This week, the special Battle Royale version of the original Super Mario Brothers comes out. There's Mario Kart Live, or whatever it's called. I don't remember. The RC Kart one, whatever that's called, and a whole bunch of other things. And people are very excited for Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary. And apparently they're excited in more than one way, because Pornhub put out a report and they said that following the official announcement from Nintendo for the plans of the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary, they saw a considerable spike in traffic related to Mario content. So please let me break down the details for you. This is on Pornhub once again. Super Mario and related terms surged 142% in the days following Nintendo's announcement. On September 13th, which was the actual anniversary date, related searches on Pornhub grew another 57%. Nintendo and Mom Brain, let's play a game here. Men are proportionately more likely to search for Super Mario related content on Pornhub than women. But what's the percentage of that proportion?
So, like, out of 100.
Not necessarily out of 100. It's just proportionally
of men versus women
that are looking for. The question I'm looking for is, well, here's the statement. Men are proportionately blank percent more likely to search for Mario than women on Pornhub.
85.
85%.
I'm going to go lower with 75.
Okay. Correct answer. Well, Nintendo, you win because of Price is Right rules. Men are proportionately 571% more likely to search for Mario on Pornhub than women.
So are they just searching Mario?
Oh, don't you worry.
Don't
Don't you worry. I have the breakdown for you. We will get that in a second. Visitors between the ages of 25 to 34 are 56% more likely to search for Mario terms. And in South America, visitors are 79% more likely to search for Mario when compared to the rest of the world. So over in South America, they are really
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
All right, here you go. These are your top searches on Pornhub that are related to Mario. You know, we could play a little guessing game with this. Nintendo and Mom Brain, obviously, just Mario is number one. But what else made the list? Remember, we're just looking for characters. Please do not get into graphic terms.
Definitely like Mario, Luigi.
Well, we're not looking for combinations
Link.
yet. We're
Definitely
just looking
Link.
for a Super Mario related terms. Mom Brain says Link, which is not Mario related, so that did not make the list.
Wow.
Wario.
Wario, you're guessing. Wario is not on the list.
Bowser.
No. Bowser is number 5. Yes.
Birdo.
What? Why don't people want to bang Wario?
Here's the best part. Wario is not on the list. Birdo is on the list.
Birdo got that big old mouth.
Birdo is at the very bottom of this list. Any other
Poor
guesses?
Wario.
How are you not
Daisy?
guessing this? We literally just talked about it.
Pete.
What'd you say?
Pete.
What are you saying?
Peach.
It sounded like she was saying Pete. Princess Peach is number 2, and Princess Daisy is number 6. Yes.
Oh, bummer.
Whoa.
There's other ones. I'm surprised you're
Toad.
not guessing. Toad is down there. Yes.
Oh,
Toad is on the list.
Toad likes it.
That was a startlingly good impression. There you go, Mom Brain. That's perfect. All right. Would you like to give some more guesses, or you want me to break down the list?
Waluigi.
Wait, I want to guess spell.
Come on. If Wario's not on there, Waluigi's not going to be on there.
What about? But do we count regular Luigi?
You did not. Are you guessing Luigi?
Yes.
Luigi is like legitimately second to last. It's Luigi and then Birdo.
Poor Luigi.
Oh, that is sad. I feel like there's like a really.
I can't believe you're not guessing one of these. I really can't.
Boo. What about Boo? I want to do one of those.
Boo is not on. I can't believe you're not guessing this.
Okay, so we have
Hold on.
Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy. Those are pretty, Bowser.
Yeah, you're getting to more supplemental characters, but
Yoshi.
this is a big character. Yeah, Yoshi's on there. Yoshi's right in the middle of the pack.
Oh boy.
Yoshi, Mom Brain, we have the perfect soundbite
my
for
gosh.
Yoshi.
Whoa.
There we, Nintendo, that is Yoshi's voice, like the actual man that does it. So that's Yoshi's noises slowed down to regular man speed. Hit that again.
Whoa.
That's pretty weird.
All right, well, we're going through the list because I can't believe you didn't guess this. You got Mario, you got Peach. Both of you didn't guess Bowsette. I imagine Nintendo might. No, Nintendo, you know who Bowsette is.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
The not real character, but fans made her real. Followed by one I am surprised you didn't guess Rosalina.
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
about that bee.
Bowser, Daisy, Yoshi. You guessed Toad, but you did not guess Toadette, who is above Toad. You didn't guess, and the only one you didn't guess is Koopa. Just a regular Koopa Troopa made the list.
What's the name of the guy that throws stuff from the clouds?
Kuribo. Or that's not right. God damn it. What's it? Lakitu. Lakitu is his name.
Is that how you say it?
That is how you say it. Yes, I've heard Nintendo say it because I always said it Lakitu, but it's Lakitu.
Interesting.
All right, Nintendo, you wanted to guess this earlier. The character pairs that are searched together. You guessed Mario and Luigi. That is not on there.
Oh, come on.
Any other guesses?
Well, let's go with Toad and Toadette.
Toad and Toadette. We're looking for top 5 here. That is not in the top 5.
Mario and Peach.
Mario and Peach is number 1, yes.
That's beautiful.
Bowser and Peach.
Good guess. And that is number 3.
How about Peach and Luigi?
Peach and Luigi is not on the list.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, Luigi's really getting burned.
Scandalous. Daisy and Peach.
Daisy and Peach is number 2. There you go.
Yeah.
What about Peach and Rosalina?
No, that is not on here.
Rosalina and Bowser.
No, that is not on here. You're dancing around a correct answer.
Bowser and Mario.
Bowser and Mario is not on here.
Mario and Luigi.
Mario and Luigi still isn't on here. Thank you, Nintendo.
Bowser and some other female.
How about I do this for you? Bowser is not on the list anymore, okay?
No.
What do you mean? Bowser was already on there with Peach. He's got one of the top 5.
No.
Bowser and Birdo.
Okay, I just said Bowser's not on the list again.
Yoshi and
Birdo
Birdo.
and Peach.
Okay. All right. I'm just giving them to you. Number 4 is Mario and Bowsette.
Okay.
Number 5 is Mario and, once again, you forgot, Rosalina.
Well, she
You guys-
stinks. Is it Rosalina or Rosalina?
No, it's Rosalina. No.
Rosalina.
Look, I feel like Rosalina is... she's given me like lesbian vibes. Something about her.
So what? She could still be on the list.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I feel like I could see Rosalina with like Peach or Daisy.
Here you go. Here's the age group breakdown. 18 to 24, so a 24% rise. 25 to 34, so a 56% rise. Then we have the overall search terms, which there are too many of, and some are too
Most
graphic.
of them we cannot say.
If you want to read them, they are in the article. So there
Perhaps
you go,
there
everybody.
should be a Go Nintendo After Dark podcast.
I mean, we're not saying anything graphic. We've had podcasts where we said much more graphic things to be truthful, but this is just factual information. Mr. Coy's, I
I'm
can't
feeling
say
so
that.
great. Thanks for
Can't say
asking.
that. Sean Snock. Yes, oh God. All right, I'll read it. Mr. Coy, who I reached out to for this comment. Mr. Coy said, RMC really likes to make blank related stuff top stories, doesn't he? You'll have to go to the site to read what he said. But it was a joke. I reached out to Mr. Coy to say, Mr. Coy is a long time reader of the site, and I reached out to him just to make sure he wasn't upset, and he said, no, I was totally joking. So, yeah, there's a lot more interesting information in that post if you want to go read it. But that is that. In regular Nintendo news, everybody is wondering who are the remaining Smash Brothers Ultimate characters. Who's going to be in the second Fighter Pass? Because we have some slots open. And people are wondering, could Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes be in the roster. Suda51, the creator of No More Heroes, has been asked multiple times if he would like Travis Touchdown to be in Smash Brothers, or if Travis Touchdown would be in Smash Brothers, and he said, I would love for it to happen. Nintendo hasn't talked to me. Nothing's going on, blah, blah, blah. But this time when he was asked, he said something very different from all of his other answers. He said, quote, "That's going to be a big no comment from me," end quote. Years and years of Suda being asked this question, and he has never responded with an answer like this. He is always very verbose in his answers about why he wants it to happen, how he would love to see it happen, and how Nintendo hasn't approached him about it. This time, one answer, one line. That's going to be a big no comment from me. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's a confirmation by any stretch of the imagination, but it's such a wildly different answer from all of his other responses to this question over the years. I don't know if there's something to it or not. Shillelagh says, I don't think Travis should get a spot. As an assist trophy, fine. Otherwise, no. Ubisoft must be thinking to themselves, what do we have to do to earn a place? They stuck by Nintendo through hard times, have made exclusives for numerous Nintendo consoles. Meanwhile, companies like Konami have done nothing substantial for yonks. I think he meant years.
No, yonks.
And get a slot. The same goes for other Japanese companies who deserve nothing, yet have representation in Smash. And that's the operative word. Ubisoft's problem is they're not Japanese and in the clique. Hashtag justice for Rayman. Rayman should certainly be in Smash Brothers as a playable character. I think that's a great addition to the roster. I get it. But outside of that, it's hard to... I don't think it's hard to see why Ubisoft doesn't have much representation. What are Ubisoft's iconic franchises you're going to put in Smash Brothers? What are you going to put Sam Fisher in there from whatever the hell... Why can't I think of the name? I can remember the guy's name and I can't remember. Splinter Cell. You going to put that in there? Or are you going to put in like somebody from Far Cry? Or like, what are you going to do? Like Ubisoft today is very different from Ubisoft 10, 15 years ago. And I like outside of Rayman, again, who I believe should be on the Smash Brothers roster, you don't have a lot to go off of. I don't think it's tied to like Ubisoft and Nintendo having bad blood, because they certainly don't. I mean, Ubisoft was allowed to work with the Star Fox franchise for whatever the name of that game was. I can't remember the name of anything. Atlas, whatever it was, Battle for, I don't remember. Somebody in the chat.
Not even close.
Thanks, Snake. So yeah, I don't think it's any like anger about it. Yeah, Freddy Fro has a good suggestion. Starlink, thank you guys. Thank you, Drake and Giant Reggie. I see people mentioning the Rabbids. Yes, that would be a good fit. Yes, so
they remind me of Minions.
Here's the thing: if Nintendo put a Rabbid in, I think fans would be angry because they're like, I don't want a Rabbid in there. And just to make this point again, because it makes Nikki Hill so angry, Rabbids came before Minions. I just want to point that out. Rabbids are the original, and Minions are like a ripoff.
I don't believe it.
It's true. Starwolf, it's true. So yeah, I don't think it's anything like that. But as far as Travis Touchdown and Smash Brothers, we shall see. Nintendo had a leak this week, and it turns out the leak was just a day before the actual announcement, so it's not really a big deal. Kirby Fighters 2 was surprise announced and surprise launched on the same day. Kirby Fighters 2 is available on Switch right now. It's $20, and it's like a Smash Brothers Lite experience, except with all Kirby and Kirby characters. And Kirby has, I believe, 17 different abilities in there. He's got Sword. He's got, I don't know. The only one that matters is Wrestler. Kirby has a new ability, and it's Wrestler. He wears a luchador mask. It's fantastic. I've seen people doing it. What?
Who are other Kirby characters?
Well, you tell me. You tell me, Nintendo. Name another Kirby character.
And that's my problem.
Who's the bad guy in Kirby games?
I don't remember.
He's in Smash.
He's in Smash Brothers.
Give me a hint.
He's a penguin. Giant penguin.
He's a king.
He's a king.
King Penguin?
King DDD.
What? Well, I don't remember this at all. I'm
Yeah,
gonna Google.
King DDD has been the main villain in all the Kirby games, or most of the Kirby games since they started. There's also Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee.
Mega doo-doo.
There's also Meta Knight, who is a Smash Brothers character as well.
I got images. Oh, I'm such a disgrace.
There's a whole bunch of Kirby characters, yeah. I mean, you'll know them when you look them up, like King DDD, you'll recognize him. Meta Knight, I'm sure you'll recognize. And then there's Waddle Dees, who are just basic enemies in Kirby games. So this game has a story mode. It can be played online and locally, all that stuff. Like I said, $20. And a surprise release, which is always nice. So now we know what Hal's been up to with Kirby for the last year. Akmaguin says, it looks really fun, but I'll wait until it's at least 50% off. But one thing I liked were the alternate costumes for the abilities. Nintendo started with Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, then Mario Kart Tour, and new Home Mario Kart. Can't remember the exact name. Me either. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. That's the name. And now this. I hope the trend continues. Yeah, it is nice seeing that stuff. I agree. It adds something to the experience. Nintendo has, or I should say Retro in particular, has picked up some high-profile talent to work on Metroid Prime 4. They have hired John Marcella, who was previously at Sony Santa Monica, and he worked on God of War, the most recent God of War title. So he's jumped ship from Sony over to Retro, and he will be an environment designer on Metroid Prime 4. So there you go. They got a lot of high-profile people working on that game, people that left other companies to join Retro. Akmaguins, again, says, interesting that Marcella can be a surname. In Portuguese, Marcella is a first name. I'm glad it's someone from the recent God of War, my favorite PS4 game. Let's just forget Ascension exists, though. Yes, the guy also worked on Ascension, which I know wasn't too popular. Also, when it comes to Kirby Fighters 2, going back to that, data miners have found references to Kirby 3D in the game. Now, as you might know, Kirby games are almost always side-scrollers. We have Kirby games that work in a third dimension, but they're not like open world 3D games, like not open world, but they're not like 3D adventures like Mario has been in or Link has been in. Kirby's never had that. And there have been experiments over the years, but they never released. Well, there's data in Kirby Fighters 2 for 3D experimental Kirby stuff, and it's tied to Kirby and Blade Knight, the Waddle Dees, blah, blah, blah. So and this is different from Kirby's Blowout Blast, which is a funny name, but also that was a pseudo 3D Kirby game on the 3DS. So it looks like Hal might be once again experimenting with the idea of a 3D Kirby. Guybone says, I would be happy with either a new 3D adventure style game or a sequel to Kirby's Air Ride. Well, I mean, we got a sequel to, or there's a sequel to Pokemon Snap in the works, and people thought we would never get that. So maybe a sequel to Kirby's Air Ride isn't too out of the question. Dragon Quest 11. We have a sales update on the game across all versions of the game. So every system it's been on, that would be 3DS in Japan, PS4, Switch, Xbox One. The game has managed to move 6 million copies worldwide. Obviously, Dragon Quest is hugely popular in Japan, and the bulk of the sales come from that. But it does seem the series is expanding. 6 million units sold for a traditional Japanese RPG is nothing to sneeze at. Final Fantasy obviously sells more, but Final Fantasy has very much strayed from traditional Japanese RPGs in recent installments. And Dragon Quest is very much rooted in how the game was all the way back on the Famicom. So 6 million sold. That's really good to see. And as you know, Dragon Quest's hero is available in Smash Brothers as a fighter. Ben Golden Triforce says, I mean, I guess we can estimate sales on Switch now. I wish Square Enix would just outright say how well it's done on each platform, because I have to guess on non-Switch sales in the rest of the world. Looks like Japanese 3DS PS4 sales are currently at 3.5 million units. So if non-Switch Western sales end up, probably at most 900,000. They were at 500,000 in 2018. So I'd say an extra 400,000 in 2019, even with S coming out and already out, is actually super impressive. Then that's 1.65 million on Switch and nearly 1 million outside of Japan. So great numbers all around. Yeah, Square Enix has no problem selling Dragon Quest in Japan, but they have always struggled finding an audience outside of Japan. But it does look like Dragon Quest 11 has been somewhat of a catalyst, and that can be tied to the Switch's success, the appearance of Hero in Smash Brothers, good timing for the game as well, and the version of the game that's on Switch right now is also going to go to PS4 and Xbox One, so that's another chance for the game to rack up more sales. So Yeah, that's good news all around. Cadence of Hyrule got updated, which would be Nintendo's Nightmare. It's a Legend of Zelda game that's performed to the beat of music, Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's a great game for those who like rhythm games, but it has gotten its third DLC pack, which is the story DLC pack. This is Cadence of Hyrule Symphony of the Mask. It's available now, and it features none other than Skull Kid. You play a Skull Kid, and you do switch between different masks while you play. So that's available right now. You can buy that DLC individually for $10, I believe, or you can get all 3 DLC packs in a season pass for $15. Steve Nintendo says, Dawn of a New Day. Looking forward to checking this out at some stage. Really enjoyed the base game. Yeah, I have it, and I haven't played it yet. Very excited for that. Ninjala has finally gotten it. Ninjala. Because Nikki Hill said Angela Ninjala. Ninjala has been updated with its Sonic the Hedgehog collaborative content, and it's a little bit ridiculous. So in Ninjala, you can now get Sonic costumes. They are paid DLC. Each costume is priced at 2,000 Jala. You can buy 1,000 Jala for $10. So that means each costume is $20. So if you're buying all 3 costumes, you have to pay $60. That's crazy. $60 for 3 skins? That's nuts. That's nuts.
$20 a skin.
That's literally what I said. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
Or that's commitment.
What'd you say?
For $1.
I said, or that's commitment.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a really dedicated Sonic fan, yeah, I guess you're not even playing a Sonic game. You're playing another game that makes you look like Sonic. Jake A says, that is pretty pricey, but I'm thinking they are trying to cover the cost of the license deal. I would imagine that the deal was pretty lucrative for Sega, yes. That is a lot of money for 3 skins, man. North America. Nintendo, here's what came out in North America for the Switch this week. Troll Hunters, Defenders of Arcadia. Aluris. Nintendo, you'll probably like this one. Bacon Man, an Adventure.
Yeah.
Mom Brain, maybe you'll know who this is. Big Bobby Car, The Big Race. It's like a kid's thing or something.
I do not
Big
know.
Bobby Car.
Big Bobby Car.
Bomber Fox Breakpoint, Car Driving School Simulator. Cooking Tycoons 2, a 3-in-1 bundle. Oh, here you go, Mom Brain. Detective Case and Clownbot in Murder in the Hotel Libsyn.
Is it a hidden picture puzzle?
I think it's like an old school point and click adventure.
Guys, I just want you all to know
Don't
how
say it. You can save it for later. Oh, how much you love that genre.
I love a mystery game. I do like a point and click. I really enjoy a hidden picture puzzle though.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
This is the season. 'Tis the season for a hidden picture and
right
mystery.
What about the best mystery game ever created?
Oh, I know where this is going.
I forget the name.
Well, come on.
Butterflies? Something of the
Mansion
butterflies?
of the Hidden Souls.
Of the Hidden Butterflies?
Mansion of the Hidden Souls. The Sega CD classic.
Amazing.
I think that was on other systems too. I just don't remember.
Also, what's that terrible game I just downloaded that's all
Night Trap.
Night Trap, oh my god.
Did you play it yet?
Oh yeah. I'm terrible at it though.
Well, I mean everybody's
It's very
terrible at
hard.
It is. Well, you gotta turn on some of the new features that help you, and then you can actually play it. Embracelet, Going Under, Gothic Murder, Adventure that Changes Destiny. Great Conqueror, Rome. Grisaya Phantom, Trigger 4.
Are you making up words?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Jet Set Knights, Kirby Fighters 2, Lost Ember, Micro Pico Racers, My Diggy Dog 2, Ori and the Will o' the Wisps. There's a big one. Projection, First Light, Retro Classics Collection Number 1, Data East, Rivals of Aether, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition, Secrets of Me, Selfie Collection, The Dream Fashion Stylist, Undead Darlings, No Cure for Love, and War Tile. Those are your North American releases. Guy Bone says, glad Nintendo has been less stringent with the Donkey Kong Country series lately. Now we just have to wait for the release of the baby. Yes, in this press release, it also noted that Donkey Kong Country 2 and other games were added to the Switch Online Super Nintendo collection. Well, normally this is Nicky Hill's job, but he is not here.
Ooh?
I can text it to you, Nintendo, if you want to do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to send you the link.
I want to do it so much better than he does.
Well, that's a low bar. That is a low bar. I guarantee you'll do it quicker than he does it. I don't know if that's the right link. It's not the right link. Sorry.
Oh boy.
I'm on a different page. It's my fault. Well, while we wait and while I try not to screw this up, what is going on over there?
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet releases.
Thank you, as always, Josh. There you go, Nintendo. Now I sent you the right one.
Well, right now it's an ellipsis. Oh, I got it.
So you're just going down. It's just a big list of games. You don't have to specify retail or download. You just read the game names.
Alrighty then. To begin, we have Big Bobby Car, the big car. Troll Hunters, Defenders of Arcadia. Aluris, I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly. Anti-Hero Bundle, Breakpoint, Car Driving School Simulator, Castle Storm 2, Cooking Tycoons 2, 3-in-1 bundle, Embracelet, Going Under, Gothic Murder, Adventure That, Changes Destiny.
That's all one title.
Oh, Adventure.
It's the way it's formatted on mobile. It looks weird.
Gothic Murder, Adventure That Changes Destiny.
There you go. I'll give you a heads up next time.
Thank you. I thought it was like, imagine that, adventure that. Great Conqueror Rome, Indie Darling Bundle Volume 1, Jet Set Knights, Kirby Fighters 2, Lost Ember, Micro Racers, My Diggy Dog 2, that sounds great. Orbit XL.
Yeah.
Perky Little Things, oh my. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, Rivals of Aether.
This is one title altogether.
Got it. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. Secrets of Me.
This is all one title.
Secrets of Me.
No. You did Secrets of Me, and the next one is all one title.
Wait, why is selfie spelled with a Y?
I don't know.
Selfie Collection, The Dream Fashion Stylish.
There you go.
What kind of name is that? Twin Breaker, A Sacred Symbols Adventure. Unrailed. Vigor, which is free to play. Worm Jazz.
You're good. You're done
amazing.
now. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, Worm Jazz is such a great name. Those are your European releases. Thank you, Nintendo.
You're welcome.
First comment comes from Guy Bones, and he says, pretty much SLU until Kirby got surprise dropped. Rocket League for free ain't bad, though. For those who don't know, which is Nintendo, SLU stands for Sucks Like Usual. It's a bit of a joke. This is a cool story. Well, I guess it's a sad story and then a happy story. Raji, an Ancient Epic, which was a game that was surprise announced during a Nintendo Indies Direct, or an Indie Showcase, I should say. The game was revealed as coming to Switch, and then it was announced that same day that it was launching that day. And it seems to be doing really well, which is good for the developer, Nodding Heads Games, because they went through a lot to get this game out. They're a game developer in India, and apparently game development in India is a very rare thing, and people don't really follow video games over there, and they think they're a waste of time. So they've been saying it's really hard being a game developer there because nobody understands what games are. Everybody thinks you're wasting your time with them, blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to fight the stigma, and they put this game out. But it was a long road to release for the game. They kept running out of money, and at one point, it was either squash the game, and that's it, development's over, or find some way to make some money to keep development going. And one of the developers on the team, or co-founder of the team, let me try that again. Co-founder of the developer. Oh boy. Shruti Ghosh, we'll say. Shruti Ghosh was left with that tough decision. What do? Do we stop development or do I try and find money some other way? So what did she do? She sold her apartment to keep development going. So she got money from that, which funded development for another couple months. And that's when she found out that Epic has this program for people who are developing games using the Unreal Engine 4. You're able to get, or you're eligible for funds from Epic if they check out your game and they like what you're doing. You can get like, I forget how much money it was. It was like, I want to say up to like $50,000 you could get for funding. So they submitted
$50,000.
They submitted their game. They got funding from Epic, but that isn't where it stopped. Epic was like, hey, we really like this game. You should come out to this game development thing in the UK to show off your game, and maybe you'll get a publisher.
The game is fun.
Thank you, Reggie. Nodding Heads Games said, we don't have the money. We can't come out to that. We literally don't have the money. It's either pay our developers to work on the game or we go to this event and development's over. So Epic was like, don't worry. We will buy your tickets. We will buy your place to stay while you're here. Just come out to this event. We think it's really important. So they went to that event and they got a publisher and the game released on Switch, which is pretty damn cool. So they really put it all out there, and it thankfully worked for them. Akmaguins says, I'm so glad it worked out. That was a big risk and showed commitment to the project. The game is definitely one I'll be picking up. I have it. I bought it day one, and I still haven't had a chance to play it. As someone said earlier in the comments, Rocket League has hit 1 million. Rocket League has gone free to play. Rocket League for years now has been a paid game. But now it is free to play. You just download it on any platform, Switch included, and you play for free. Mom Brain, can I get a drum roll, please? Rocket League has now hit 1 million concurrent players. Oh, boy. Thanks. After going free to play. So people are rushing back. Rocket League was still very popular, but obviously when you make a game free, more people are going to check it out. So lapsed players returned. New players jumped on because it's free, and they hit 1 million concurrent players worldwide, which is a big deal. I am excited to get back into Rocket League. I haven't played in a long time. Wobble Bobble says, deciding to stop charging money for the game is really paying off. That is what I said in the article as a pun. And Wobble Bobble said, I don't understand how this makes sense, but they must know what they're doing. Wish my utility bills would go free to pay. Well, see, they made the game free to pay, but then there's microtransactions like you would get, cosmetic microtransactions like you get in Fortnite or something like that. What's a Rami Cowboy job?
Getting her voice on the soundboard.
Whose? Nintendo?
Yes.
At saying what?
What kind of name is that?
Okay. There are people who send me soundboard clips. There has been a request for Nintendo to be a soundboard clip saying, what kind of name is that? So there you go. Nintendo and Mombrain.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading something.
Oh, okay.
You'll be excited to know that the Animal Crossing's New Horizons fall update is coming September 30th.
That's very soon.
It is a free update. And I'll tell you what's in it. It adds some spooky touches for the season with Halloween costumes, character customization options, DIY projects, and festivities.
Can we get a spooky Halloween ghost sound, please?
Uh-oh, sorry.
Well, there it is. That holy crap. There you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, you get new costumes. You get what's his name? Jack is coming to town to celebrate Halloween. You can go buy candy. You can buy pumpkins at the store, and you can buy plant.
Make your own pumpkin patch.
You can make a pumpkin patch. You can make pumpkin decorations, like a street lamp with pumpkins at it. I don't know, a whole bunch of Halloween and pumpkin stuff.
I've already been collecting many garments that could be used as Halloween costumes in anticipation of the day.
Well, now you're going to have even more to choose from. Also, in November, Animal Crossing Amiibo Card Series 1 through 4 will be reprinted and available at select retailers for $6 a pack. But that is not it, everybody. You also have the Halloween night celebrations. You have the ability to take a nap and visit other islands within dreams. But now you can easily revisit those dreams from a list. So you can make a list of your favorite dream locations. The Nook Link app is getting an update. So you can easily perform reactions in the game as well. And then we found out that the next update is coming when, they say? November? Early November? Yeah, it has to be November, and it's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas related, or we should say Thanksgiving and holiday related. So lots of free content on the horizon.
Christmas isn't happening this year.
Santa can't make it?
Santa can't make it. He's at high risk.
Sean Snokta says, it'd be nice if these updates also included some much-needed gameplay / quality of life improvements. Well, they may very well. We'll have to look forward to the patch notes to find out.
But I have a question.
Yes.
Does anyone else get really depressed when they visit other people's islands? Because they're so amazing, and mine doesn't look like that.
Well, you gotta use other people's islands as inspiration. Don't get depressed by them. Be like, yeah, I want to make something like this.
They must spend every hour of every day crafting that stuff.
That is what we call, this is serious, that is what we call a sweaty. Someone who dedicates all of their time to becoming the best, most proficient, the most...
You're a sweaty.
Is that like a Gen Z thing or like a video game nerd thing?
It is a video game nerd thing.
Don't be a sweaty.
A sweaty.
Be a go-getty.
It's more related to games like online multiplayer games that are like competitive, so like Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that. But yes, if you're talking about someone who plays a game 24 hours a day and gets everything and does everything and shows it off, then they are a sweaty. That's what the internet says. That's not what I'm saying. We got 2 more stories and then we are done with news. Somebody made a Smash Brothers clone game for the NES, the original Nintendo system, and it includes online play. It includes online because the cartridge has a Wi-Fi chip in it. Yes, this is a game that you can actually play on your NES. It's not just an emulator thing. So when the cartridges come out, they're not available for sale yet. You'll be able to put it in your NES, connect to your Wi-Fi.
Stick that in your NES and play it.
And play it online. That is crazy. Robot Face says, I may hate Smash, but this looks too cool. I kind of want it. I want it too. I'm going to get one of those cartridges. Finally, our last top story just today, it was revealed that Impa, the Legend of Zelda series, Impa, she will be in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the spin-off game. So Impa is in it, as some people guessed from the original trailer because they thought they spotted her. And as you might know, this game is a prequel to Breath of the Wild. It shows what happens before Breath of the Wild. So it takes place 100 years before Breath of the Wild. And Impa is in the game, so she will be much younger, obviously. She'll be like, I don't know, let's say somewhere from like 15 to 18, somewhere in there. Not only is Impa in it, she is playable. Here's a little rundown on Impa for you. Impa is a seeker who works as a government aide to Hyrule Castle. While young, she handles government affairs excellently and has Zelda's utmost confidence. She is serious and diligent, but can be a little absent-minded at times. Just like, what was the name of the other girl in Breath of the Wild? The one who's hanging out with Impa. I don't remember her name. My favorite. I love that girl. So there you go. Impa is in it and playable. Also, Nintendo revealed that if you have a save file on your Switch for Zelda Breath of the Wild, it will unlock something special in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. For free, you will get a bonus training sword. And if you want to see what that looks like, you can check out the post for a picture. I saw somebody messaged me and I missed it. Nintendo, you all should see if Zoom would work to get the whole crew on the podcast episode rather than dialing in via the phone. Well, Zoom, like I said, Zoom has the issue, any of those conferencing apps have the issue of a delay. People, you know, you see it in interviews on TV all the time. Someone talks, you have to wait 5 seconds, and then they answer. A phone call does not have that delay.
And does Zoom still have that? If you don't have like the...
Well, it doesn't have to be Zoom specifically, but any of those apps will have that have that issue. And everybody's talking over everybody, and
it's horrible.
I would
it's
add
horrible.
more people on these phone calls, which would be great, but they need Wi-Fi for FaceTime audio, and Kirby does not have Wi-Fi, which is why we don't have him on here. But yeah, I could ask other people. I asked PC to join today, but she was unable to join as well. So I am trying, but we're doing what we can. Doob Eternal says, I mean, it's a small delay and the audio quality would be better. Plus, that still kind of happens with the phone calls. I don't know. Does it happen?
Does it?
Well, now there must be like, I mean, you could, Nintendo, answer me as fast as possible. What's 2 plus 2?
4.
There you go. Okay. See, that's quick. That's faster than a Zoom call right there. Anastasia Beaverhausen says, I wasn't invited, but I don't blame you. Nikki Hill is in the chat. Nikki Hill, what did you call for? You never
gotta go.
Oh, I have to go back to work. I miss you all. I hope you are all well and staying safe. Spread the love, people. Nikki Hill, you called, but then you never texted me.
Because we were talking to him in the Discord.
He's been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that?
He
Yep.
I figured you wouldn't care.
Me. I wouldn't care about Nikki Hill. I had us print the damn man's face
and
out.
He's been staring at me this whole podcast.
Sitting in the corner. So Nintendo, Nikki Hill's been on the podcast since the pandemic, but virtually. And just last week, we printed out a picture of him and put him like up at the table with us. And Comanche jumped on the table and was like, it was almost like he couldn't tell if it was the real person or not.
He was like sniffing the picture and like looking at it. It was cute.
All right, last comment comes from Shillelagh, and they say, blah, 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 blah. I bought and completed Breath of the Wild on Wii U, so they can't get the bonus. Anyway, Impa looks good, though in Breath of the Wild, she looked tiny. Here, she's a lot taller. Yeah, well, they did the thing where when you get older, you get like hunched over and smaller. So yeah, back in her prime, Impa was a lot taller. Or not taller, but like had better posture. There you go. All right, that's all your top stories for today. Moving on, Mom Brain.
Yes.
What have you been playing?
I have been in the mood for like hidden picture puzzles, and on my new Chromebook, I was in the Google Play Store, and I tried downloading several hidden picture puzzles, but they kept crashing because they're meant, for I guess like an Android phone, basically.
Ice Grove says you played that Peach game.
What Peach game?
Oh, you know.
The porno Peach game?
Thank you, Nintendo. Wow, Mom Brain is here and not here.
No, I did not play that game.
Doob Eternal says she knows. Yeah, that's why you froze. Exactly.
And then Ramit helped me find what?
You're so out of it. Go ahead. It's fine.
Ramit helped me find I guess through Big Fish, like a hidden picture puzzle. And I played through the free version of it, and it was fun. My only complaint is that it was like real grainy looking. But it was like a little bit like corny, cheesy, which was good. You need that a little bit. So that's where we're at. That's what I have been playing. I have not had time to play really anything else. I'm also in the middle of a really good book, and that feels a little bit more relaxing at the end of a day to just sit and read.
I like to sit with a good book.
Yeah, well, I mean, being back at school has been exhausting. So, like,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's fine.
That's what I've been playing.
You could read your supermarket erotica if you want. That's fine.
Hi, you know what? I feel like
why don't you and Nintendo actually read one of those?
Yeah, we should. We should do. So our next family vacation, let's just get a stack of supermarket erotica and read
Book
them.
Club.
Yeah.
Book Chub. All right, Nintendo. This is the section where we talk about what we've been playing. Is there anything you've played recently that you want to talk about?
You talk about this as if I don't remember this was always a segment.
Hey, just making sure.
What the hell? Heck, whatever.
No, come on. Hell is obviously below bitch.
Well, I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, yes, it is.
All right, let's play a game that'll
get
get us in trouble. I'll try and stop you before we do it. Let's play the game. What curse words are safer than bitch?
Okay. Hell.
Hell is
damn.
correct. Damn is correct.
Shit.
Whoa! No! We gotta stop this game now.
Ass?
Wait a minute. Okay, we're
Wait.
stopping the game. We're stopping the game. Ass is fine. How is shovel, as we say it on the podcast? How is shovel not worse than bitch?
Wait. It just is such a common curse word.
I think it would be unanimous if you asked which is a worse curse word. People would say shovel than bitch.
No. I find bitch very offensive.
Yep.
Also, what happens now that I said it?
No. Oh, no, it's fine. I can take care of it. But the real
But not
question...
in alive? You can't?
Alive is okay. They're separate things. Like the regular... really, it's kind of like a PG-13 movie back in the day. So back in the day with PG-13 movies, you could get away with 2 F-bombs. We are stricter than that here. So 1 shovel should be passable. I will check with the powers that be. But
I gotta tell you that personally, I would much prefer shovel. I would much prefer to hear shovel over bitch.
Well,
Bitch
here's the
has such
problem
a-
is the problem is you
bitch.
guys are thinking of bitch as in somebody calling you a bitch. I'm talking about son of a bitch or what a bitch or something like that.
I don't know. I feel like there's yeah, it's not my thing.
All right,
I
chat.
have
I
much
need
more
your
opportunity to say shovel all day, every day. Anyway, what I've been playing is Animal Crossing, obviously, and what I haven't been playing is Last of Us because I hate you and also I don't like it. Basically, Mr. Nintendo is gonna start playing it. I can't get into it.
I don't understand
I know
this.
you want,
Mom
you want me
brain
to get over the hump, but
Mom
I
Brain
don't know.
did it. You should see the pain on Mom Brain's face right now. She's literally in agony because you are not playing this game.
Well, I'm just gonna watch Mr. Nintendo do it. I don't know.
What
It's
happened?
also
Did you put it on the easiest difficulty?
I did. It's fine, but it's also, it's stressful, and like real life is stressful enough.
Okay,
And
I
don't wanna
will.
be
Yes,
stressed.
I'll agree with it being stressful. That's without a doubt true. Can you tell me where you are without major spoilers?
I'm not anywhere. I'm at the beginning still. I
feel like everything I've asked you to do during this pandemic, you have either not done at all or barely started.
I have killed a dude, an important dude, and then I met a lady, and now I'm hanging out with my not dad.
Oh, okay. All right. I know where you are. Hello to T Dude. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Buck. Buck says he couldn't get past the first clicker in The Last of Us, so you're doing better than he did. But
all right, so yeah, take what you can get. And also, what's a disgrace is that I still haven't played the freaking sequel to Teenager Angst Choice.
Life is Strange. I haven't played it either. Are you ready for the sequel to Teenager Angst?
I've downloaded it forever ago, and I still haven't done it.
I haven't done it either. Well, let's make a commitment right now. I'll start it tonight sometime. Can you start it sometime within this week?
I'll try.
Okay. Yeah, I reorganized my shelves in here, and I have that. Like, I bought the physical edition of it, and it doesn't even have the wrap off of it. And I was like, I loved that game. And I think what you're saying is true for me with Life is Strange. I really want to play it. I really want to see what's going to happen, but it is so emotionally draining and stressful that I'm worried about getting into it.
Yeah, it's just like the reason I play Animal Crossing right now is because it's just such delight.
Yeah, but you just said that's stressing you out when you go to other people's lives.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it was stressing me. I said it's depressing me.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like
what do we got over here, Mom Brain? What does this say?
Windows Defender summary.
Okay, that's fine. All right. We are talking about Before the Storm, Malik Halo. We're not talking about 2. Yeah, 2. We're talking about the ones that still have all the characters from the original. So I need to play 2 as well, but that's a completely different thing. All right. So that's it for you, Nintendo?
Years.
All right, I need to go into my app to see what I've been playing this week because I don't. Well, I've been playing Fortnite. I'm playing a ton of Fortnite. We're having so much fun in Fortnite. We got some victories last night. There were a lot of really good players out there last night. Holy moly, we got our butts kicked a lot, but we did win some. I also played some Kirby Fighters 2, but I really haven't played any more than what you see in the video I did. So go check out the video on the YouTube channel and you will see that. Also, I played Scat for the first time. Again, you can see all my gameplay footage for that on the YouTube channel. Man, is that it? Yeah, that's it. I wanted to play more Galaxy, but I didn't really have the time to play anything this week. And when I'm playing Fortnite, I'm playing it late with other people. But during the day, this week has been very busy. So the bulk of my time was Fortnite this week, and that is it, believe it or not. Yeah, I know. Freddy Fro says I got to play Hades. That's another one I have downloaded on my Switch. I just haven't played it yet. I love Super Giants games. Transistor and Bastion are both amazing experiences. I love those games. So much style in them from every aspect. The audio, the visuals, the story, the gameplay. I love them. And Hades is selling super well. And Hades is getting amazing responses from critics and players alike. So, yeah, you're right, Freddy Fro. That should be on my list for this week. I got to get into Hades. All right. That's that. Moving on to questions. Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. Is that right? Yeah. GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo. They can be about video games in general, or they can be about whatever the hell you want.
Whoa.
This week's question comes from Grantimus. Grantimus says, perhaps you saw this thread on Reddit. It's a thread about hot dogs.
Oh, boy.
Quote, the implication of a hot dog being pureed meat in animal casing is that a hot dog doesn't stop being a hot dog even after we eat it. By that conclusion, we, as the hot dog's casing, become hot dogs ourselves when we eat hot dogs. End quote. I can think of no better crew to discuss these intense revelations. Get 2 pieces of bread, and now you're a sandwich. I don't know how I feel about that.
I was going to say, this reminds me of is the hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's still going on for years and years. And we have 2 that go on forever. The 2 that go on forever is a hot dog a sandwich or what makes a sandwich. And the other one we talk about is you have a whole bunch of frozen pizzas. One is plain. One is with your favorite topping. And you're trapped in a room and you can't go anywhere. Which do you eat first? But today, we're talking about the hot dog.
By that logic, if you ate a spoonful of jam, you'd be an unfrosted Pop-Tart.
I like the way you
talk.
Well,
no, I guess not, though, because it's animal, like the casing is made of animal for a hot dog. All right.
Okay, so again, we, as the hot dog's casing, become hot dogs ourselves when we eat hot dogs.
Yeah.
The way that is worded, if I'm going with this argument, then yes, we are a meat casing where the hot dog meat goes inside.
Yeah.
I'd like to challenge this.
Or go right ahead.
By saying that the purpose of a hot dog is to be eaten, but nobody will eat us.
Well,
in the traditional sense of consumption.
There are cannibals, though. So how about this? Can we meet in a place where to the average person, we are not hot dogs. To a cannibal, we qualify as a hot dog.
Yes, absolutely. That makes total sense.
But I think hot dogs are already... You don't have to cook a hot dog.
We all saw that guy on YouTube sucking down the hot dogs and
you can eat hot dogs cold.
Yeah.
So...
Wait, you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't get sick from that?
Yeah.
You can.
I have a student who... He's not in my class anymore, but he used to eat like cold hot dogs for lunch.
What's your point?
Ooh.
I know, like he would eat them like, he would just unwrap it and like eat it like you'd eat like a cheese stick, like just.
What is your point?
Well, I was just thinking about, no, we're not really hot dogs because we're not cooked, but.
You can eat them cold.
Right.
But we are never cold.
But hot dogs can't run away.
We are always
eating ravioli from a can.
Cold SpaghettiOs.
Let's not. Can we not?
Cold SpaghettiOs chased by one of those tasty cake fruit pies.
Oh, baby.
Fruit pie?
Yeah, tasty cake. Well, other companies make them too, but they're like a basic
pie.
Yeah, they're a basic pastry shell with lemon or blueberry or cherry inside.
Who picks that from tasty cakes? You pick candy cakes.
I said it. Oh, thank you. Yes, you're
Of
100% right. But I said it was lube. Lube used to do
Or
that.
crimpets.
His mom, back when we
Poor
were in,
choices all around.
back when we were in middle school, Lube's mom used to send him one of those cakes, but she would wrap them in aluminum foil. So he'd be like, "Oh, let's see which one I got today." And I believe his favorite was lemon, and he often got cherry and was not happy about it.
Oh, poor Lube.
But that's that. Thank you for your question, Gecko. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Thank you for your question, Grantimus. And now we have our Patreon question. Hey, Mom Brain.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can join the Patreon?
For $1.
For $1.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Nintendo.
Billy. Yes. Oh, did they warn you to get ready for the...
He sent me, he was like, get ready.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We need to pause for something
Yes, we
very
do.
important.
Yes, we do.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg has said a hot dog is a sandwich, according to a link provided by Master Koi. Thank you, Master Koi. This is the greatest and most important news of all time.
I don't think she didn't say it recently.
She said it in... Hold on.
I think we brought up this point once
2018.
before. Yeah, I think we brought up that point in a past argument. I agree.
Well,
I agree.
there's no debating it
That's
now.
correct.
She's ruled on it.
Gecko Kitsune has the Patreon question, and he says, this is a long one. I'm going to read it to you, but it is a Patreon member, so we're going for it. Are there too many games to play? As I get older, I find I have less and less time to indulge in video games to the point that I buy some and never get around to playing them before the next thing comes around. And then the vicious cycle begins again. There's so many that come out every single week that what is going on over there?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'll go back on mute. My apologies.
Oh, it got really noisy. Like right there we go. Yeah, now it's gone. There's so many that come out every single week, and I can't keep up. Game length is starting to scare me off from games. I typically enjoy such as RPGs, and instead I indulge in games that provide quick jump-in, jump-out fun, such as arcade games and online multiplayer games like Mario Kart, Splatoon, and Fortnite, which also demand a certain amount of attention to get the most out of. Even with the current pandemic, I'm finding myself too busy to work through my giant backlog of games, which includes some previous generation titles that I've just given up on ever getting around to. It seems like every week in Nicky Hill's suite releases, there's a new indie title that catches my eye that I want to play, and it just gets piled on top of the already massive backlog, not to mention all of the wonderful sales we have access to through the eShop. Are there just too many games to play? How do I manage this, especially when some titles like AAA games want you to dump 50 to 60 hours or more into them? Or am I just being plagued by the dreaded fear of missing out? Well, I don't think there is a thing. I don't think there being too many games is a thing. It's great to have so many options. It's great that there's always new games to play. So I don't think too many games is a thing. But yes, the management of time for playing these games is near impossible for a lot of people, because if you're going to school or you're going to work or you have a family that you're taking care of, you have precious little free time, and sometimes you're just so tired that you can't play those games or dedicate the time to them, especially the longer ones. And it does cause a backlog. You see games you want to play, and sometimes you pick them up and play them and only play a couple hours and don't get back to them for a few months, and then you're like, I forget what the hell I was doing. Or games come out every week and you want to play them and you just don't have the time, and maybe some games you were gonna play get pushed aside for a new game that just came out. So the problem is, I think the best intentions of wanting to play games and buying games and looking forward to games, but just not having the time to meet up with those best intentions. We all wish, even if we had unlimited free time, it would still be impossible to play every game that was out. So it's the mix of not enough time and having widespread taste in games. So you see a lot of things that you want, but you don't have the time to play them all. So you have to either be okay with that or become a lot more discerning when you pick the games you're actually going to buy. and you have to dedicate yourself to playing them. Like, I'm going to play this until I finish it and then go on to the next game. Because the same thing happens to me. You're playing games and then something else comes out and you're like, oh, and that gets your attention and you move over that, and that previous game gets left in the dust. So you have to be okay with that, piecemealing games as you go along, or you have to be a lot more discerning in what you actually buy. So
I feel like this is an existential question. Like, there's too much choice in pretty much like everything today.
Yeah.
So you have to decide like what you're willing to dedicate your time to.
Yeah.
And sometimes you want mindless stuff like Animal Crossing, like a distraction thing. And sometimes you want Last of Us, like a deep story that guts you.
You want your heart ripped out and stomped on.
Yeah, that's a part of it too. Yeah, when you get that free time, what kind of mood you're into. Yeah, I don't
and that's
think
just games. I mean, that's not like.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all that we have endless amounts of games and movies and TV shows and books and music and all that. It's great that all that is out there because it gives us so much to choose from. But making those choices is extremely difficult.
And then think about all the cats there are in the world. All the
cats to pet, all the candies to eat, all the.
Speaking of all the candies to eat, did you hear that a man recently died from eating too much black licorice?
I did read that. Yes,
it was so sad.
He ate black licorice for like 2 weeks straight. He had like a bag of it a day.
What?
Because
gross.
He loves licorice, and it's got something in it that can cause heart issues. And he died from it. And the thing is, he was eating red licorice like that for years. And he's recently
which is the right one to eat.
Yeah, he recently switched to black licorice, and that has more of whatever this thing is, and it killed him.
I actually very much enjoy brown licorice.
So is that just poop?
Chocolate
Slim
licorice.
Jims. It's Slim Jims.
Slim Jims. Give me that bag of brown licorice.
So the tale of the whole, or the moral of the tale is don't eat black licorice.
Did you just say the tail of the hole?
The tail of the hole, yeah. Wow. What a hole.
There you go. I don't even have to hit the button.
Yeah, so I think a majority of people feel your frustrations. There is a lot to choose from. And usually when you pick one, you're putting aside 10 other things. And if you're expanding to all of entertainment, then it gets even worse because, I will play a game, but there, like I was saying in Nintendo a couple of days ago, there are so many things on Netflix that I want to see, or so many things on HBO or whatever that I want to see, but I am playing a game and that takes time away from those things and they just fade away. There are certain things that I think we all give, like, that we put above everything else when it comes to entertainment, that we are like, I am watching this as soon as it comes out. I am playing this the day it launches. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you're like, man, I really want to do that, but it doesn't you don't have the same impetus for it. So,
and then it's like choice paralysis. You don't do anything because you can't freaking pick.
Yes, that's what I talk about all the time, especially with Nicky Hill, because he talks about all these games and he spends hours trying to choose what to play, and then he's either too tired or ends up playing solitaire because he can't pick what he wants to play. You have to just either make the choice on the fly, or you literally have to make a list and just go like, I'm doing number 13, and you see whatever 13 is and you play it. You have to do it, because once you get into it, you're usually really happy that you're doing it. And you're like, man, I should have picked this up a long time ago, instead of, scrolling through Netflix endlessly and being like, should I watch this? Should I watch that? What's out there?
You know what?
Sorry, go ahead.
There's also those things that like you didn't even have on your radar, and like someone says to you like, oh my gosh, I just played, read, whatever, this, it's great, it's amazing. And you're like, great, that wasn't even on my radar. And now I got to do it because you recommended it, and all those other things get shoved back to the side. Yeah.
I had to think really hard about calling mom brain. I don't know if you noticed that, boss. But also, literally, Mr. Nintendo and I will spend a whole evening going through movies on demand and watching the trailers, and then never actually watch a movie because we can't decide on what one to watch. And then it was like, well, we enjoyed watching the trailers.
This reminds me, I meant to reply to you when I was playing Fortnite, so it completely slipped my mind. You watched Enola Holmes and you said you really liked it.
Oh, it was delightful.
Man, that is so surprising to me, because those trailers look so bad to me, but I like Millie Bobby Brown.
Let me talk to you about it. number one is that the trailer I didn't think looked bad. I don't know how to describe like what I thought it was. I didn't think it looked bad. It looked like a type of film, which is what it is, which is like it's a great movie for young girls to watch as far as like feminist role model type of stuff. It is more along the lines of Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Like more like funny, campy, and break the fourth wall and talk to the camera sort of stuff. But I just thought it was like delightful is a word I can describe or like it was so nice. It was so nice.
Hello, Aloe Wolf.
In the end, it was so nice. Like I know people are probably going to poop on it.
Here's what I need. No, it's getting really like everybody's loving it. Scale of 1 to 10 is what I need.
It's very timely, and I think what's her face, Millie Bobby Brown, is very nice in it.
Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10.
I give it an 8.
We have Freddie Fro says, Nintendo, my wife likes Henry Cavill a bit too much. Would it be a bad idea to watch this with her?
I mean, get her in the mood, obviously. And then she'll have to settle for you because Henry's not there.
What a beautiful sentiment.
So
she'll
lovely.
have to settle for you. Nothing like making our listeners feel great.
Maybe give her a little like wine to really like.
Most people aren't going to live up to Henry Cavill.
That is funny. Hello, Carl West 49. All right, that's our Patreon question. Thank you very much, and we have arrived at the final segment. Mombrain, are you prepared? You are not.
Don't start it.
Why are you bringing in Mr. Nintendo?
No, I was just gonna say I was trying. What my one last comment on Enola Holmes is I was trying to decide if it was like you would like it as in like Paddington like it.
Oh, careful now, careful now.
Not that much, but I mean like you would like it for the niceness.
All right. Well, I can say it is not on the top of my list of things to watch, but I am I'm intrigued, I should say.
Did you like or not like, and this is opening a can of worms on a video game podcast. Well, I'm making a bad assumption about people, but
it's a sandwich. It's a sandwich cookie video game podcast. Thank you.
Did you like Ghostbusters, the lady version?
Never watched it, so I can't tell you.
Well, never forking minds then.
All right, Mom Brain. Do you have the jingle or no? Are we doing it live? I guess we'll just sit here in silence. Can you answer me?
I got you.
Oh, there it is.
You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Thank you. Oh, boy. That's too loud.
My apologies. The first song today comes from Ecliptor.
Thank you, Ecliptor. Send your music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com. I love it. What system is it?
I believe it is GameCube.
Baten Kaitos.
No.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Yes.
Mario Mix.
Yes. Absolutely. That was DDR Mario Mix from Ecliptor.
I played that game. I don't remember that song.
This one comes from Geku Kitsune.
Oh, that little guitar twang.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Nope.
That's actually on Switch, so that would count as a guess.
Ooh, that blue.
What system? I can't tell.
Switch.
Part of it gives me a Sega vibe.
Nope.
Is it first party?
Yep.
All right. Pokemon.
No.
Trying to think of ones I don't play. Animal Crossing.
No.
I want to say Mario or something.
Uh-huh.
Is it Paper Mario?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Origami King.
It is Paper Mario.
What is that in Origami King? It was familiar, and I was unsure.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. That's okay.
That was from Geku Kitsune, and it was Paper Mario, the Origami King. This one comes from Glitter Bubble 3.
Low G-Man.
No.
I'm always afraid it's going to be one I guess all the time, and I'll miss it. Is this actually NES?
Yes.
A really crazy portion of Castlevania.
No.
Russian Attack.
No.
All right, we don't know. We'll skip this one.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, God. Oh, I knew that.
I'm so sorry.
Only because of Lube. If Lube was here, he would have got it. Oh, that's a shame.
Well, Glitter Bubble 3 stumped you with Robin Hood,
They
Prince
probably
of
sent it in because
Thieves.
of Lube. Oh, I'll have to tell him. I will tell Lube today that there was a Robin Hood song.
Okay.
He would have been. You can hear how excited Lube would have been to answer
Yeah.
that. He would have
Yeah.
been so giddy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
he
shame.
would have done his like, oh. Yeah.
Oh, I know this one.
Aw. This one comes from Human Fart. I think.
I just got goosebumps. I got goosebumps all over my body. This is my kind of song. Is this Switch?
It is.
Yeah. It is 100% not first party.
I don't think it is.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah. I'm going to say I don't know. I don't like to say that, but I don't know.
Moving Out.
There's two games that are very similar. I played the demo of Moving Out. So if maybe I heard that song, man, that's good. But I did it in a video. And when I'm doing a game for a video, I retain none of it because I'm worried about keeping people entertained. So
That's like being a teacher, man. You don't know what you said, but you're up there.
man, that was a good song.
That was Moving Out on the Switch from Human Fart.
Side note, Moving Out has excellent accessibility options for those who
Always
need that
makes me
stuff.
happy. Here comes a song from Jess I.
Pilot Wings.
It is.
This is Pilot Wings 64.
It is.
What a song. Let's let it get to the main melody. Because it's sassy.
This is a Sunday evening golden hour song.
We got a Pilot Wings 64 poster right up there. All right. Thank you very much. Excellent song.
All right. That was Pilot Wing 64. And Jess I was kind enough to send it to us. Here comes a song from Kyle, who I think has just started kind of listening to the podcast.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
And here's Kyle's song.
This is familiar. Should it be familiar to me?
I think you played it.
I'm going to do my Sega guess again.
I don't know if it's Sega or not, but I don't think so.
Okay. Switch?
Yeah.
It's not first party, right?
No.
No. Doesn't sound first party-ish. This is very familiar. Is it an RPG?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Oh, that's such an RPG thing. Can you look in the Discord and see if you're saying it's an RPG or not? Oh, you gotta stop?
Sorry. Looks like maybe it's a JRPG.
That would be an RPG.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna guess. I'll guess Xenoblade and get that out of there.
Nope.
Octopath Traveler. Tales of something.
No.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Ease.
I haven't played Ease, but I should have guessed that. God damn it.
Ooh, I guess that's less than bitch.
God damn it, it's less than
That's my immediate thought.
Okie dokie. This one, that was from Kyle, by the way. So
Thank
good.
you, Kyle. You stumped me on your first
Yeah,
one. I
nice.
bet you're so proud of yourself.
This one comes from Mikey3319.
You know, I started out good, now I'm falling apart. I don't know. I got no guess at all.
You're doing real bad.
Thanks, Nintendo. Thank you. Glad you're here. I don't know, I don't know, Mom Brain. Circus Charlie.
You give up?
Yeah.
Wario's Woods.
Oh, I never played. I may have played.
Oh,
Wario's
I never played
Woods
that.
once.
So.
What's that? I've never
It's
heard
a
of it.
Wario puzzle game.
Oh, that sounds great.
Well, it might be on Switch Online NES Collection. Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to say it is.
Get out.
Here comes.
You can play it for free.
Get connected. So that was Wario's Woods from Mikey3319.
Carl, I'm sorry, Carl. I see your message. It popped up in a notification, but I'm out of the Discords, so I don't cheat during the trivia section. I will read it in a second.
This one comes from Rusty.
Rusty. Castlevania. Let me tell you which one, though. This is Castlevania 2.
It is.
Simon's Quest. This is, I believe the name of the song is Bloody Tears.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't tell you. It might be. I think it's Bloody Tears.
It is Bloody Tears.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How is that Nintendo better?
I mean, this is a real easy one.
I didn't hear you guess it.
I was letting you, have your glory.
This song comes from Toad64.
Toad64, super long listener and supporter. I like how I amp him up and then his song won't play.
Violence.
Thanks for the support, Toad64, and your song doesn't play.
I don't know why.
You had this problem last week, and whose song was it?
I think I must have left it.
Ah, that's what I thought.
64.
Great job,
Hold
Mom Ray.
on. I'll play you another one, and then I'll see if I can find this song. You know what I mean?
Yes, on YouTube. Yes, I
okay.
understand.
This one comes from Wired.
Sounds like something you hear in like a David Lynch show. I don't even know the system. Can you tell me?
Switch.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Listen, I don't have time to play as many games as I used to. I don't know. Go ahead.
Dead Cells.
Oh, and I played Dead Cells,
That
of
was
course.
Wired sending us Dead Cells.
Put a
Dead
gun
Cells
to
on
my
the
head. I
Switch.
can tell you all about how Dead Cells plays. I can't remember a damn song in that game.
Okay. So
You got talking to the microphone, Mom Brain.
Sorry, I'm trying to do like 8 things at once.
I don't believe it.
I
don't believe it.
Just trying to find like. All right.
It's the Flintstones.
Yeah.
The Flintstones on NES. Is that Toad 64's song?
Yes, the Flintstones, the movie, the game is what.
Well, I was gonna say it's one of two, but you didn't give me a chance.
Oh, well, this might not be the right. This is the rescue of Dino and Hoppy, but
Said that with such disdain. Not a Flintstones fan?
not a big Flintstones
I
fan.
could tell. Gee. The Adventures of Dino and Hoppy.
All right, well, I mean,
Thank you, Toad64. If we screwed it up, send your hate mail to mombrain@gmail.com. gmail.com.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A side note, you've been very gassy this podcast, or
No.
is this just your normal gassiness?
Yes.
Interesting.
People, we had a discussion a long time ago about whether the burp should stay or not, and the vote was burp should stay. So that's fine.
Well,
I mean,
obviously.
of course. Mom Brain, please, next song.
That's it.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah.
What an anticlimactic finish. Where's Cumulative? He's been doing the
I don't think he's there.
he's been doing the keeping track.
We got 6 out of 9. Of course.
I was gonna say, I know. Yep, Giant Reggie again. Perfect 6 out of 9. I don't
6 out of 9. Time to watch the peach porno.
I don't know what we got for real. I feel like 6. Can you run through it? Do you have a list real quick?
Sure. Let me pull that open.
Mom Brain,
here.
you gotta talk into the microphone.
You gotta cool it.
There we go.
Okay,
Thank you.
so you got DDR, right?
Yes.
Okay. You got Paper Mario?
Yes.
You didn't get Robin Hood.
No.
You didn't get Moving Out?
No.
Pilot Wings?
Yes.
Yeez, you didn't
No.
get. You didn't get Wario's Woods?
No.
You got Castlevania?
Yes.
You got Flintstones?
Yes.
And you didn't get Dead Cells?
No. So that's 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I
6
guess.
out of 9, I
You were the
believe.
one counting.
I got
Whoa,
5. Yeah,
what
were
a
the 10 songs.
disgrace. What a disgrace.
Hey,
That's an
listen.
F. That's an F.
I think I had 3 out of 10 the other week. So, Aloe Wolf says, "Thank you, all of you guys for saving my crummy day. That's what we're here for."
Oh, well,
We're
I hope
happy
it
to-
gets better.
Nintendo, please stick around. The show's going to end. We're going to do a couple after show minutes, but this is the end of the regular show. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching and listening. Mom Brain, I can't see. Am I on the stop button?
Down a little. There you go. For those of you
I'm on it?
celebrating,
I'm on
yeah, Yom
Okay.
Yom Kippur, have an easy fast. All right.
Thank you, Nintendo, for joining us today. It was lovely to have you. We might have to kick
Thank you
Nikki
for
Hill off.
having me. I would like to come back
Well-
as much as possible.
well,
This was a delight.
I'll harass
Nikki
you.
Hill can suck one.
Now there's the old rivalry we like to hear. It used to be Mom Brain and Nikki Hill rivalry, but
Wait a
now it's
minute.
Nintendo and
Wait,
Nikki Hill.
Robot Face. Remember when Robot Face was
I
about to
read
have a
it.
surgery?
Yes, I read it.
And so now Robot Face, the surgery was put off. So we need to send good juju to Robot Face.
Good Jala.
Yeah, that too.
All right, everybody.
All the good vibes into the universe.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
All right, regular show is done. After show goes for a couple minutes.
I got
Let's start.
Is that less than bitch?
You go. Well, now we're after show. You can say whatever you want. After show is clear. Cursing is allowed if you want it. So here's the most important question in the chat. After show, scale of 1 to 10, Nintendo's return. I'm going to need a hard scale of 1 to 10 here, please. After show for an hour, Ice Grove. We can't do that. Somebody sent me an email and they were like, why do you guys talk about so much stuff that's not video game related? I have to listen to the show at 2 times the speed just to get through it. And I was like, have you never listened to our show before? That's the heart of our show. Yeah, we talk about it. There's a whole block of Nintendo news, and sometimes the topics before are Nintendo related as well, but we just like to have fun. We like our hot dog questions. We like our sandwich questions. We like our pizza questions. Nintendo is getting a 6 out of 9 and 11 out of 10. A lot of 11 out of 10s, Nintendo. How do you feel about that?
I feel #blessed.
Nintendo says that
but
person.
Also, I should say that the 6 out of 9 is a perfect 6 out of 9.
Well,
Just
yes,
so you know.
that's become the meme. That's become the meme recently. Whenever we aren't keeping track of the music trivia section, and I ask how many I got right, it is a perfect 6 out of 9. Anastasia Beaverhausen says 8 because it was a surprise, but she made up for it by being iconic. Wow. Also,
Oh
they
my
don't
gosh.
they don't like surprises, I
Crazy.
guess. Surprise is bad. Nintendo, good. We got it. I gotta say, this was. I expected it to be enjoyable with you around, but this was. I will say, I'll give it an 11 out of 10.
I'll give it a
Oh
chef's
my
kiss.
God.
Oh, the chef's kiss, the Bene
Oh
Slucha.
man, that's a spicy meatball right there.
Yeah. See, the problem is with Nikki Hill, his phone is so old, but
Is it a flip phone?
He
Is it a
no,
sidekick?
Lube still has the flip phone. He his phone is so old that when we do a FaceTime audio call, no one else can be on it because his phone will kick him out. So like if we could have you and him on FaceTime audio, that would be great. I'll see if we can set something up. It is not a Nokia. No, he does not have an N-Gage. Do be turned. No, he has an old iPhone, but it's like I want to say it's a 6. He's got an iPhone 6.
Oh boy. Could we do a Zoom but use the sound from the phone? So
Now
like
I don't know
Zoom
what you mean.
audio might not match up, but if people want to see us being weird, they can, and then I'll talk on the phone.
What? I don't even know what you're saying. Could we do a Zoom?
So you do a Zoom like video. So I don't know how you do the YouTube jam, but I'm saying if everybody wants to see all of us and we're not all in the same room, you do a Zoom, but the audio is off my phone on FaceTime audio. Does that make sense?
Now, see, we could do that no problem. Recorded, doing it live, and mixing all that. I would have to do some research. Yeah, if we were just recording it, and not doing a live version, fine. We could do that no problem.
Well, maybe you should get some professional help.
But doing it, man, how would that? I would have to look it up, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm honestly just worried about because I listen to a few podcasts and watch a few podcasts, and the garbled mess that comes up when people talk over each other and the delay for some people takes me out of it. It really annoys me. But
yeah, I hate it. I listen to religiously Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, which is Conan is hysterical, and I love it. And most of it is fine, but every once in a while, like it depends. He has like a guest on, and it's like the timing of the jokes doesn't work because you're talking over each other and not getting it, and that really sucks.
Yeah, like I understand we talk over each other on the phone too, but at least it's like in time. It's the correct timing. And I'm not knocking the people who are doing that stuff. Everybody's doing what they can, and it's important that they're doing it because of the pandemic. Like they're being safe. I totally get it, and I'm not upset with them at all. It's just, personally, it irks me.
What if we just got like a crummy little tablet for the soundboard and use this iPad for like an extra device somehow?
An extra device for what?
Like for zooming people in or FaceTiming or whatever.
Yeah, all that's fine, but I still have to get it over there. Like it's going to go live over there. I'm trying to. I could.
Also,
everyone
Danielle,
would.
Fudge.
No, we're after show. We're after show. You're safe.
Oh, I could use regular names.
Yes.
Well, anyway, you said iPad, very nice in Jersey. iPad, a nice iPad.
Anastasia Beaverhausen Comanche has been in this room today. We were keeping him out because he's been so bad, but he learned, it seems like, because Mom Brain had a spray bottle, which she did not spray him with. He just knows what it is.
He got a spray.
Oh, which she did spray him with.
Just one.
But he hung outside for most of the time, and then he came in here, laid under the table, and then also laid on his perch. So that's great.
I modify behavior for a living.
Comanche. Here he comes. He's coming in. Mom Brain, you want to pick him up, put him in front of the camera, and we'll call it an after show?
Come here, Beav.
Oh, yeah. Freddie Fro brings up a good point. How would we pipe in?
He doesn't want to come
How would we pipe in Josh Grobot? We got to get him on the phone. Oh, Nintendo, your impression of Josh Grobot.
I'm on that one. Play. He needs to say something else, and then I'll try and impersonate him.
He left already.
What do you mean?
He leaves before music even starts. I mean, do you want to try and get him back? Mom Brain, can you get him back? Him and Mom Brain have a really good relationship. So
yeah, I mean, he's my guy.
Josh, if you'd like to come back, this is unprecedented. This is going to be the first time ever Josh has been on the after show. Josh, are you there, bud?
Josh, do you have a minute?
Thanks. Very cool.
Oh, he's back. Josh in the after show. It's never happened. What was the question? Oh, you needed to hear him again. Yes. Josh, would you like to tell Nintendo a little bit about yourself?
I am the world's best singer.
Well, I think she knows that.
It cannot be recreated. It's a unique voice, the voice of our time.
Is that what I sound like?
That is what you sound like, Josh. Yes. Oh, that's what goes on. Nikki Hill and Josh get into a back and forth discussion about what each of them sounds like, and they just say that back and forth forever.
Yeah. Ah, that's the inside joke.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah, that is Josh. Yes.
Is that what I sound like?
Oh, there we go. It's like Nikki Hill is here.
Oh man, I haven't heard Nikki Hill's voice in quite a time.
Hit us with it again, Mom Brain.
Is that what I sound like?
Is that what he sounds like?
I feel like he sounds like nicer. I mean, like record
in the recording.
Yeah.
That's what I sound like.
Recording. All right, Josh. Well, it
Is
was
that what I
nice.
sound like?
It's nice to have you in the after show. I'll let you end it. So let me say right
What I
now.
sound like.
Hold on, Josh. Let me say now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're hanging out with friends and family, do so safely. Rest, relax. You deserve it. And Josh, can you give us a final message to say goodbye?
I don't want to be here.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Oh.